Shalom. We the Brothers of Great Millstone, the Church of Birmingham, Alabama. And we come out here week after week, prophesy the downfall and collapse of this place, America, also known as Babylon the Great, pursuant to the Holy Scripture. And as always, we want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadosh.
Yeah, that's the correct name of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit, in the ancient Hebrew tongue. Also want to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the men whom we believe to be sent, raised up by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to spread out this word here in the latter days. Also want to say shalom to the fellow laborers and escape of America, also known as Babylon the Great, near and far for that matter, all throughout the world, pushing this gospel, man.
Right.
You know, and also a shalom, a hearty shalom to the believers, the Akim, as well as the Aquab, which will be the brothers and sisters that subscribe to this truth as well. So, you know, if you didn't get the memo, unless you was under a rock or either some simple Jake, okay? Because Jake don't know what the hell going on, man. You know, Jake, they life is the D-Kill Wars or, you know what I mean? When the J's coming out, you know? But, prophecy is being unveiled, man. The prophecies are unfolding right before your eyes. And the major prophecy just took place was the invasion of Iran by America, which they just sent 3,000 troops into Iran. You know what that means? That marks the end, the start of the ending of this place, America. Right. This place, America, about to be destroyed, if you didn't know.
Right.
To the Holy Scriptures, man. Going to the prophecy. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has numbered and determined the days of America, man. Matter of fact, give me that in Revelation 9 and 16. Yeah, bring it up.
It's on Revelation chapter 9, verse 16. And the number on the arm of the horsemen was
Start at 15, so I can.
Revelation chapter 9 and 15. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year to slay the third part of men.
Right, so you have a day prepared all the way down to the second, man. When the Lord has sanctioned for this place America to be overthrown. You know, this place America is destined to be destroyed. It's spoken of in the scripture. They tell you that, what's that? I believe that's that first Ezra with the things that's not sown. Second Ezra 4. Get that real quick too. This place was meant to rise to power only to be overthrown, man. You know? Go ahead, read that again, huh?
Revelation chapter 9, verse 15. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men.
Yeah, who are the third part of men? You Edomites. You're the third part of men. You got three classes of men on the planet Earth. The sons of God, which would be the Israelites, the sons of men, which is the other nations, and the sons of perdition, which would be you Edomites. That's who this destruction is prepared for the overthrow and the topple of your society, this current system that promotes wickedness, man. This place, America, promotes wickedness. There's no way around that, man. They celebrate homosexuals and trannies, you know. This place was built upon the blood of the saints, which would be the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian. Oh, I saw somewhere, there's a long history of lynching Issacharites, man. For all you Negro-only Israelites out there. You can't somehow find a place in your heart, can't find within yourself to accept the other tribes, you know, the so-called black tribes as being a part of Israel. You know? Guess what? The Edomite, the devil, you know, he was responsible for putting to death and hanging and lynching the Latin tribes as well. Huh? The Israelites too. Go ahead.
Back in Revelation chapter 9, verse 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen, let's read it again. Revelation chapter 9, verse 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000.
Right, and those horsemen are dealing with missiles, man. ICBM missiles. Somebody give me Joel 3 to start at verse 9. Those horsemen is missiles. And also somebody can get Joel 2. Yeah, matter of fact, let's start at Joel 2.
Joel 2 and verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
Right, and that's what you're witnessing right now, man. the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the prophets, who were blowing a trumpet. And the sound of that trumpet is a distinct sound. That sound is a war, man. Because in the ancient world, you'll have different sounds, different trumpets to highlight certain feasts, festivals. Then you had a trumpet that signified war. It was a trumpet to prepare you and give you up for war, man. That's the sound we blowing right now. Yep, go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, of war and of evil and of pestilence, man. If you straddling the fence, if you still pondering on who you should follow or who you should subscribe to, well, the scriptures just gave you the outline of what the men of the Lord are and what spirit they'll come on. Right. They'll be pushing out the vibration of war, not telling you how to, raise your family here in America. You got the Israelite groups out there like IUIC. You know what I mean? How to build a better relationship with your woman in the last days. Man, get the hell out of here, man. They're trying to get you further. They're trying to lure you back to sleep, man. When we came out of Egypt, we was told to gird up our loins to eat in haste, man. We eat in haste. When you see the brothers, we usually got on book bags. You see book bags everywhere. It looked like we're in the spirit of haste, man. Yep, go ahead.
I'll go back to Joel.
Mm-hmm.
It's the book of Joel 2:1 again. Blow you the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is not at hand.
Right. All the inhabitants of the land ought to tremble right now, man. Especially the time we're in now. You got what this guy Rouhani? He said, look, man, that was a grave mistake by Trump, man. That was a grave mistake right there. That just marks the ending of your hopes and your dreams. Like the offspring of Esau finished, man. They're oblivious to what. Matter of fact, somebody give me 2nd Ezra 15 and start that verse. You got it? Start at verse 28. Mm-hmm.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 28. Behold, an horrible vision and the appearance thereof from the east.
Right, a horrible vision is coming from the east, man. And we conveying that vision over to you. Go ahead.
Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitudes of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble.
All those that hear them shall fear and tremble, man. Right. So you should be trembling right now. Yep. Go ahead, Doc.
Also, the Carmenians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boar in the wood.
Right. The Carmenians raging in wrath. Right? That Carmenian right there is the Iranians, man. So what you're witnessing is a major prophecy unfold. And they are wild boars. I remember maybe a year and a half ago, they was in their little council. They was goddamn burning American flags. Right? They was looking like a bunch of thugs in there, man. And they got this desire to overthrow Esau, man. The Lord put the spirit on them to have a real hatred for Esau. That's right. Amalekites. Yeah, them Amalekites, man. Go ahead.
And join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
Now that's dealing with America. See why the scripture said the Carmanians gonna waste a portion of that land? Because they're gonna tear some of this land up. Russia gonna tear some of this land up. India gonna tear some of this land up, including the allies of America. They're all gonna shoot their missiles on this place, man. They tell you that in plenty of scripture. Right? Book of Obadiah. You'll bring that up.
Book of Obadiah,
You got what you got, Jeremiah?
verse.
Yeah, go ahead.
Obadiah, verse 7. And all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Go ahead.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Right, yeah, that's dealing with your allies, man. See? Go ahead.
It says, and prevailed against thee.
Right, and that's spiritual because you remember when in the time when Yahushua walked the earth in the physical, what happened when that adulterers got caught in the act of adultery? Everybody surrounding him was ready to stone him, man. So guess what? That's the same with this adulteress. But guess what? Ain't nobody gonna step in on her behalf. Oh, that's why they said to he that let it move out of the way, man. Yahushua gonna allow these other nations to stone you. Because guess what? Those mills is known as stones, man. In the book of Proverbs, the 26th chapter, you can get that. And also, I think there's Ezekiel, man, what's that? Where it says should rain on them. Yeah, I think it is around that. You ain't got to get it, but that stone, you know, is compared to mills, man. Those callous, you know. Go ahead, give it to you.
This is Ezekiel 38:10. Thus saith the Lord power, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
Right, and that's dealing with the mills. And that's the scriptures being facetious. Because what Trump said, Trump vowed to put up a wall.
Right.
So scripture said, look, this place is going to be unwalled. By that word unwalled, even though we know that's dealing with their missile defense system, but still the word in there, you know, unwalled villages. Trump, you're not going to accomplish that, man.
Right.
You're going to be preoccupied with war, man. Go ahead.
I will go to them that are at rest.
Right, that's, hey, the average American, what's the fashion statement now? They wear flip-flops. I mean, flip-flops always been common. It's like the day to day, you always going to see somebody in flip-flops in America, man. That's the ultimate act of ease, being at ease. You're not anticipating something as subtle as even a dog chasing you, man. You ain't anticipating that like that. You ain't anticipating getting no fight or nothing. I mean, you at ease, man. Hey, come on now, you can't make that up, man. You can't make that up, man. And we always say, your house always make this point too, man. That's the wonderful counsel, man. Yep, call lawyer, how about you? This is up to Howard Shaw up here. This is your Howard Shaw program. That's right. You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord, man. Lord working right now.
Right.
Go ahead. Hold up, you got more of that?
Yeah, more on that. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gate.
Right. You people are at rest over here in America, man. When you go like to these other lands, it's riddled with war. You know, you see bullet holes and you can see the effects of war in one way or another. Yeah, protesters, uproars of the people, sedition among men. Over here in America, everything is business as usual. That's the approach of you Americans, man. You know? Go ahead.
To take verse 12, Ezekiel 38:12, to take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land.
Right. So now, come on, finish that out what you had. Right here. Finish it up, go ahead.
Obadiah 7, and all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border, the men that were at peace with thee.
Go ahead.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Right, so America's allies have deceived them, man.
Right.
You know? You have been snared, man. See, the work of your own hands is going to be your demise, man. This guy Trump have led you into war, man. Oh, matter of fact, somebody give me Psalms 11 and 6 real quick. Because this destruction and overthrow of America is going to be it's going to really be the justice of Yahweh Shai. Proving that you get what you deserve. You actually reap what you sow, man. America sold war, bloodshed, so that's what they're going to reap. That's justice. So you got that?
This is Psalms 11 and 6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares.
Well, it said upon the wicked he shall rain snares. So those missiles is actually snares. Who snares? Your snares, man. Because you laid that same snare for the nations, man. You waved your weapon around their head. You seized control of the planet Earth by way of your weaponry, man, of the sword, your blessing. So that same way you came into power was going to be what's going to snare you. That's why Scripture said it. Read it again.
Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and an horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup.
Yep, that should be, this is Esau's portion right here, man. Yep, hold y'all got. Matter of fact, go ahead and get it, and then finish that. Yep. All right. Yeah, go ahead and finish what you got first.
Finishing up in Obadiah 7, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Right, ain't no way you're gonna be able to pay off these. The scriptures tell you how they're gonna regard neither silver or gold. See? See? Come on.
It's Jeremiah chapter 50,
Yep,
verse 14.
that's what you had.
It's like, yep, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow.
Right, all of you that possess that capability. That, you know, these other nations have beefed up their military might, man. Matter of fact, somebody get that too real quick. I called for it early, George. Yep, go ahead, I'll read it again from the top.
It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about.
Read.
All ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her.
Oh, shoot at her. Just like the analogy I made. Remember when in the ancient world, that's what they would do to a prostitute. You got caught in the act of adultery. They'll surround you. They'll be in an array around you, and they'll hit your ass with them stones. Knock the head wrap off your ass, man. That's what they would do, and that's what they're gonna do to America. That's why I say her. You see that word her now, though? Read that again.
It says, put yourselves in
See, that's
array.
the law, man. An adulterer. Oh, what the scripture do? Not the scripture say all witches shall be put to death or something like that. That's in the law. Something out of which to live, right? Then also when you read what's that? I think it's in 1 Samuel where it say witchcraft is rebellion is the sin of witchcraft. So what's that really talking about? America. The scriptures is a build up to the destruction of America. All these scriptures is the Lord justifying himself for destroying America, man. Because everything is in the law. That's why it said surround her. That's why she couldn't be called an adultery. So the Lord can say, oh look, my law said to put adulterers to death, man. Go ahead,
Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow.
Yeah, all of you that possess nuclear capability, that's talking about India. Hey man, Elon, man. Yeah,
Like
oh
that.
yeah.
I ain't know India got these many missiles.
Motherfuckers in Dockers, man. Elon got nuclear missiles, man. Go ahead.
All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
Woo! Go ahead. They go at her again, see?
Spare no arrow.
Right, meaning there's not going to be any missiles left. These missiles were created to be used, man. They're not going into some museum, you know? Go ahead,
For she has sinned against the Lord.
See, they go that adultery. She has sinned against the Lord, what?
She has sinned against the Lord, Yehovah Shem Shai. Shout against her round about.
See that? And that's why that was heavy, man. Only Yahushua can save you from this. That's why that adultery was going to get stoned for getting caught in the act. And Yahushua stepped in the picture like, nah. Hey, that's how bad Yahushua is. He's the deliverer for everybody, man. Who we choose to, but guess what? He paid the price only for Israel. Your fate lie in his hand across the board. Oh, when these certain Edomites get saved, like they might get in the horrific times when they make it out, Yahushua saved them, man. You know? Yeah, go ahead. Because the Lord is the controller of life and death. The balance of life and death is in the hand of Yahushua, man. Because he's the hand of Yahweh. Yeah, go ahead, get what you got. Oh, you got more? Go ahead.
Yep, it says, shout against her round about. She had given her hand. Her foundations are fallen.
Woo! Her foundations are falling, man. And really, when you go deep into that, what's really the foundation of America? This is a consumer place. The stores, this is the foundation of America is consumers. They feed off, they're like a leech. They feed off of you being a consumer, man. They feed off of you buying and consuming you with, that's why everything is centered around marketing, commercials,
Advertising.
yeah, advertising and trends. Oh, yeah, holiday season, yeah.
They all push advertising.
Yeah, because you superstars is nothing more than mannequins. Like in the store, straight up. Like if you walk in the store and you see a mannequin with something on, that's what they do. They'll set up a superstar and they'll put them. That's why niggas start wearing tight leg jeans. Because why? This is a marketing, advertising place. And the foundation of this place thriving is built on you spending money, man. That's why I said the foundation, see? Go ahead, Doc.
It says she has given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down.
Yeah.
For it is the vengeance of the Lord.
Yeah, it's your How About Chanel Shah who sanctioned this, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Take vengeance upon her as she hath done, do unto her.
Oh, that's beautiful. Why? Because this is how this devil came into power. Through bloodshed, war, man.
Right.
So as she have done, this is gonna be her reward, man. See? Come on, bring it out.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall have no delight in.
Right, because the Lord is stirring up that spirit in these other nations, man. They want blood, man.
Right.
Ain't nothing Esau can do to quiet the grumblings, if you will, man. These other nations hell, but that's the fury of the Lord on them, man. That's the fury of the Lord on the other nations, man. and they drunk and they mad. But the scriptures tell you that they're drunk. Yep. Go ahead,
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Right, and those bows is dealing with those milfs, man. They're gonna dash you to pieces out here in America. Go ahead.
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of thy womb.
Right, they're gonna spirit. Cause think about it, right? these milfs, right? They don't have feelings.
That's right.
These milfs don't have feelings. And, I think Art mentioned that briefly in one of his lessons about how we're gonna finish the job of Saul, man. We're gonna get the job. Saul then put away the Amalekites. But guess what? The Lord is pretty much using those milfs to do it because they don't got feelings. They ain't gonna, they ain't gonna think like, oh, you know what? We can save this Edomite. They might be a good use for us. We can kidnap. Let's kidnap this scientist. He might be a good use. You know, like it always be like that. You watch these cartoons. That's why you always fuck up at. You don't put everybody to death. You save one person, yeah, he could be a good use, and that be the guy to turn shit on. Yeah. But those mills ain't got feelings, man. Matter of fact, jump up to the first verse and read down to the fifth verse.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountains, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble.
And that's been fulfilled. That prophecy has been fulfilled as of maybe a month ago, maybe. Because it really already held in a certain way, but now the gates of the nobles have identified, targeted us, and then it came out and really waged war against us. That's why they got this rhetoric surrounding us, the black Hebrew Israelites. They're trying to frame us as terrorists. Wow. No, somebody went to the gates of the nobles, man. Go ahead.
I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as a great people.
See, whoa, the mills. See, they like a great people, but they ain't got feelings. The Lord said, I'm gonna create an army, and they ain't gonna have feelings, man. If there's a baby in a carriage, with this cute look on her face, that missile gonna rip her ass apart, man. Go ahead.
The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Yeah, the Lord is the one who instigating all this shit. The Lord is taking responsibility for the destruction of this place. The Lord said, look, yeah, I did it. Fucking devil, man. He heard you destroy. Let's show you that this devil, like, what are you have you looked back? Like, what do you mean the destruction of this place? Isaiah 49. They really believe they're gonna be here forever, man. As if they triumph. Weak ass devil, like they're gonna just have everything under control, man. Like forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead,
They come from a far country.
Right, these missiles come from a far country, man. Go ahead.
From the end of heaven.
That lets you know there's going to be an aerial attack. That lets you know right there that this is not physical army that come from the end of heaven. The heaven symbolizes the sky. It'll be an aerial attack. Go ahead, Al.
Even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation.
Right, so the Lord is going to lead the charge. The scripture tell you that the Lord is consuming fire. Oh, that's just like when you go back to like the cavalry, the general, he be leading to blow that trumpet. Well, it said even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, man. So the Lord, the fire of the Lord, the spirit of the Lord gonna be in those missiles. That's why that fire gonna be consuming. You think it's gonna be just a quick 8-second you run around and die. Man, that shit gonna feel like goddamn 2.5 weeks, man. It's gonna feel like hell for real. You people believe in hell so much, you're gonna really say, you're gonna say, oh, this is hell. It was a hell. Israelites was wrong, it is a hell. You're gonna be burning, you're gonna feel like forever, man. Because the Lord's the one who controls your spirit. Oh, it tells you not to forget exactly what that is at. Where it said, I think there's Wisdom of Solomon 15 or Ecclesiastes 1 where it said, you borrow their own spirit. Yeah, go ahead. We'll get what you got.
This is the book of 2 Ezra 16 and 15. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth.
Oh, yeah, oh, that's
Like
spirit.
as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer.
Oh, read that again.
2 Ezra 16 and 15. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Right, and that's another point right there. What's the foundation of the earth? America. Everybody vibe off America's vibe. You know? So the Lord is going to destroy the foundation of the earth. You know? And see, World War III is going to be an effort to overthrow this current system. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty
And that's
archer.
symbolic to the missiles. The missiles is going to actually come and destroy America, man.
That's right.
You got to plant that seed in their head, man. You're going to go back, you're going to watch the news. Like, soon as you get to the spot, the news is going to come on. Go ahead.
It says, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer.
Well, what's that arrow that's going to be shot from a mighty archer? That's buzzword. That's symbolic to the ICBM missile, man. Go ahead.
Returning not backward.
Right. That's just like a bullet. You shoot a bullet, it don't go backwards, it go forward. You shoot an arrow, it don't go backwards, it go forward. And it's going to accomplish what it was sent to do, see? Spirit. Yep, go ahead.
Even so the plague that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
Right, and that plague, what's the plague? Somebody get Zechariah 14 and 12. Go ahead, like, get what you got. Get what you got.
Yeah, this Psalm
Let's go
chapter
get that.
7 and 12. It says, if he turn not, he will wet his sword.
Oh, what it mean to wet your sword? That means to sharpen it, to get it prepared.
He have bent his bow and made it ready.
Yep, he bent this bow and made it ready. Right, because they advancing this technology day by day, it seems like, man. All right, you think these Russians develop a top-of-the-line missile, and all of a sudden they got a new missile that trumps that. Yeah, the technology being increased, man. It's all an effort to fulfill the will of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. And that's to overthrow the so-called white man. This is a monumental time in infamy, man. Why? Because this man has been reigning, his reign of terror stretched all the way back to the ancient Greeks. You got to remember, the term is the Greco-Roman Empire. So really the Greeks spilled over into the Roman Empire. That was the first two parts. Now we're in the third part, the third installment, if you will, of the so-called white man and his rulership, which now the Lord is about to overthrow this place.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, he have also prepared for him the instruments of death.
Right, the Lord prepared. The Lord got these scientists splash these atoms and, you know, some weirdo. He came up with a matter of fact, give me that in Isaiah. That was the Lord preparing that. The Lord prepared your demise, man. In the form of those nuclear missiles, man. That's your worst nightmare, man. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that brought the coals and the fire.
Right, the Lord said he created the smith. When you go into the ancient world, you had blacksmiths. And their job was to create the weapons of war, such as javelins and spears and swords and shields. Was the modern day smith is what? These scientists, man, who first created the atom. Oh, when you go back into like Germany, the World War II, when those Germans got split up, Russia took half of them, some went to the CIA, some went to the KGB. You know? But that was that balance of power. That shows you that the Lord was behind all that, man. Yep, go ahead. Now that technology can be given by something as subtle as an email. Just some nerd can send an email over to Pakistan, and there go the technology, man. So the Lord doing this thing, man. Lord bad, man. Hey, the will of your hand by Shema Shai is going to be accomplished. See, the words of the Lord is going to accomplish what it was set out to do, man. Yeah, come on.
It says, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Yeah, bring forth an instrument for his work. And what's that instrument? The ICBM missile.
It says, and I have created the waster to destroy.
The waster, what's the waster? Again, the ICBM missile, man. Them cold words. The Lord said he created the waster to destroy. The Lord responsible for creating that. Right. Let's prove that. Give me St. John 1 and 3 real quick. I think that's St. John 1 and 5, I believe. The Lord created that, man. The Lord created the missile. See how this doctrine sounds crazy to you, flipping niggas? I heard some crazy dudes talking about the Lord created the missile. Hold up real quick before you get it. 1 and 3? No, it's 1 and 3 or 1 and 5. 1 and 3, yep, go ahead.
This is St. John chapter 1 and verse 3. All things were made by him.
Well, hold up. All things were made by him. See? Go ahead.
And without him was not anything made that was made.
So the Lord created the missiles, man. Everything is under the control of Yahweh Shai. This is narrative, man. The theatrics that you see being played out on the planet Earth, it's the Lord who put it in play. Matter of fact, hold what you got on and get what you got. And we'll spin around. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 11. They brought the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord has raised up the spirit.
Oh, that's spirit of the Lord, man. You just collapsed, man. Yeah, it just collapsed.
Look at take on the New Jersey suit up there.
Oh, the New Jersey suit? That's nothing but the so-called white man looking to demonize us. That's the fulfillment of scripture. Where they know we got the truth. See, if these black conscious guys had the truth, like these guys with these dashikis and these so-called wolves, these groups passing out these final call and bean pies, they'll be on them. The American government ain't studying them, man. But now all of a sudden they targeting us. Why? Because they know that we got the truth, man. We the biggest threat to the American government. You know?
I came to that same conclusion. I just want to get you a
Yeah, yep. You was spot on, bro. And when you go into history, right, if you go and do some research, I don't know if you already know, when you go into the time of Nero, like around, what's that 64 to around 7 AD or something?
Oh, you talking about burnt when he burnt?
And he blamed it on the Christians.
Yeah.
Now when you go into the word Christian, Christians is really us. There's that modern sense of the word Christian, that's not accurate. That's your grandma, you know what I mean? The real sense of the word Christian goes back to the Israelites. So when you go back to the when you go the anointed, that's what that word Christian means.
Before 70 AD.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when Nero burnt down Rome and blamed it on the Christians, in a roundabout way, he was really saying they blamed it on the Israelites. So it was just a false flag. It was a narrative that they created so they could blame somebody. And that's the way the so-called white man always went about it getting. Nobody scripture called them what? The accuser of thy brethren.
Right.
See?
Yo, now the youngster sent me 9,000 miles. I didn't know, sent me all the way to Southeast Asia. I didn't know I'd get over there, them folks as soon as they can be. So why you send me way over there to fight a war? They ain't no threat to me back here in America. I didn't think about that.
And that's why they said, dear nigger, slide on bro, dear nigger, this is not your war. They weren't trying to be funny. Dear Negro, to whoever might concern, dear nigger, this is not your war.
They're president.
Yeah. They said. Oh, I'm gonna say something too. This just came out. I was just checking this out. You had a Issacharite in the army, right? Guess what? His mom just got deported, man. He said he feel betrayed by America, man. This fresh off, this like 48 hours, fresh off the press, man. An Issacharite soldier, mom got deported. He came out and said, I feel betrayed. You damn right. Because why? The so-called white man is the devil.
Yeah, but he's sitting all that bombing in Southeast Asia back in the 70s, that doesn't make them fake Jews rich.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
all these wars.
One time we don't understand it then, but now.
Now, this is the time with information, this is the time with the understanding. And the Lord had mercy on you because you was desiring to get the answer. And the Lord revealed the answer to you now. And it might just come like we giving him kind of the exclamation point. Nobody ever thought the Lord was going to raise up us. And that's how the Lord go about business, man. Nobody I'm not saying you per se, but all of us that want, you always thought that the guy had the answer would be some guy with a suit and tie, and he could show you the paperwork. I got a diploma, bachelor's degree. We thought instinctively that would be the guy to give us the answer. We didn't know it would be Kevin Miller. Regular guy.
Yeah, but I stopped going to
Church, yeah.
30 years ago because I knew something wasn't right about it.
But the Spirit of the Lord was tugging at you.
On it, but I knew that something wasn't right.
Yep. That was the Spirit of the Lord guide you. So now you come and you believe this information, then you can be sealed with the seal of I forget exactly what it said those who hear the word and they're sealed by the word, faith, or something like that. See if you can find out sealed by the belief. They believe in the words of the seal. Yeah, come on, let's do it. I got it. Okay, well, he was going to go ahead, bring it out.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 21, that make a man an offender for a word and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate.
Right, that's what they did. They made us offender because of a word. There's no records of us doing anything, no sadistic, no shooting. We out here with Bibles, man. Yet they made us an offender because of the words.
That make a man an offender for a word and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate.
That's what they did. Right. They tried to lay a snare for us because we were proving in the gate, man. Go ahead.
And turn aside the just for a thing of naught.
Mm-hmm. Right. Turn aside the just for a thing of naught. Matter of fact, give me Isaiah 59
This is the history of Susanna, verse 43. Thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me, and behold, I must die. Whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me. So they maliciously bear false witness against us, man. All right? And they're going to continue to do that.
Reread that out. This is
yeah, because Susanna is somebody to the Susanna is somebody to the elect of the nation of Israel. What happened? They falsely accused Susanna, man.
I got started on 41. It's Susanna 41. Then the assembly believed them as those that were the elders and judges of the people, so they condemned her to death.
Yeah.
Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said, O everlasting power, that knowest the secrets and knowest all things before they be, thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me.
And that happened to us, man. They bear false witness against us, and the Lord sees it, man. And that's nothing more than more evidence against you, devil, man. Right now, court is in session, man. And more evidence is being produced against you, man. You digging a bigger hole for yourself. That's why the Lord said, touch not mine anointed. They didn't know about that. They didn't know that was enough. Touch not mine anointed and do my prophet no harm, man. So once you do that, now you're going to provoke the Lord to step in.
That's right. Continue on, and behold, I must die. Whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me.
Maliciously invented against me, man.
Right.
Them devils sat in their think tanks and they concocted a plan to come after us, man. Hey, that was it. Hey, give me that in Psalm 50. Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Galatians 1:16, and my death will become your enemy because I tell you the truth.
Right, because the truth hurt Esau. See, we pushing out this doctrine, right, and it really don't, and see what it is, Esau hear us, but the doctrine ain't for them. So now they pissed. Because Esau paying attention, our people don't pay attention. Guess who's paying attention? The elite. So they've been spending a lot of money trying to figure this book out. They know how powerful this book is. Right. But they were like, oh my goodness, these guys got it. Right? So when they did sit down, pull up their seat and listen, we was condemning them. Yep. So, oh my goodness, you know what I mean?
They just gonna force their way in to have the covenant that the covenant was made
for
them.
us.
Yeah, it was made for us, but
they're gonna just force their way. Well, guess what? That go back to Jacob and Esau. Yeah. He cried for the birthright. Yeah. He wept bitterly for the birthright, man. This is a form of them weeping bitterly for that birthright.
it.
Yep.
These devils can't take a L, man. They got it. But see, they understand how important that birthright is. You know? See, Jake is oblivious. Our people, we woke up, but our people don't know where's that snake here. The rulers of beyond. You know what I mean? And beyond. And that's why you see Esau making those spaces. That's nothing more than a replica of the new bodies that's promised to us. See what I'm saying?
Exoskeleton.
Yep. Yeah. They're trying to act out their fantasy vicariously through their technology. They trying to be us, man.
That's right.
See? Come on.
Come on. Angel.
Yeah. Hold up real quick. Get that Isaiah first, then we're going to go to Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey.
See? And that's what we did. We departed from this world, and now we have made ourselves a prey. That's why the American government has deemed us as terrorists, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
See? Read that again.
Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey.
Right, so we knew what we signed up for. We knew that there was going to be a period where they were going to demonize us, man. Because why? The Lord said the servant is not greater than the master, man. If they did this to our Lord, they were going to do it to us. But guess what? In this time, the Lord's going to set up a standard. And them devils know that. You know what proof that them devils know that? When you read Wisdom of Solomon, when they said, let us. Yeah. He claimed to be a son of the Most High, so let us test him. And if he is, the Lord will come and deliver him. Yeah, that was them devils actually saying, man. I'm going to say this, man. These devils and them beating, them meeting, it ain't really about money. No. It ain't about, it's about us, man. Right? It's about us, man. It's about what we're going to do with these Israelites, man.
Wake it up.
Yep.
Wake it up.
Yeah, and that's the biggest fear. That's why the scripture say fear fell upon them that saw us. We stood upon our feet. Revelation 11. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, his kingdom was at jeopardy, man. And that's what these devils thinking now. They kingdom is at jeopardy, man. So they got to come out with all types of things.
Yeah, that's right. Herod was troubled when he heard of this. Hey, that could be, Trump could be out of that Herodian dynasty. They might have funny. This come out now. He look like one of them motherfuckers, man. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing with his father blessed him.
See, we can go to the humble beginnings of why these so-called white people hate you. They hate you because of the blessing, man. No, because Jake put salt, like Esau might sing the national anthem. Did Jake come and sing it? Jake, take it down, man.
You're not a run.
Yeah, Jake make it an adventure and shit. Well, Esau hates you for that, man. They be clapping and shit like, fucking nigga, man. Straight up, man. That's in their mind, man. Go ahead.
It says, and Esau hated Jacob.
What that is, Genesis 27? Oh, wait, okay, good. Matter of fact, go to that, continue, go to that. Oh, you know what? No, go back. You're doing the right one, 41. What said? He said in his heart.
I think that's all down.
Matter of fact, continue. Because that, you know what? That goes into the meat. That's hard. Same verse. Go ahead, read.
Genesis 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Read this again.
Yes. It says, the days of mourning for my father are at hand.
What?
Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
The days of mourning for my father's at hand. Then I'll say, that's when you go into that after your house shot. What happened after your house shot? Then 70 AD. You know? That when everything started to happen, man. But go ahead, continue out.
It says,
oh, that when he said they said in his heart?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so like, yeah, we say said in his heart, right? That's symbolic to these devils in they secret means behind closed doors. They plan on how to kill you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why I say he said in his heart, you know? Go ahead.
I got something to back you up. In Psalms 83 and verse 3,
Yep.
they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Yep, go ahead.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And that happened. That's why the average so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American associated themselves with these corporate names.
Yep.
So Jamaicans, Haitians, and these different names. They didn't associate themselves with being Israelites. Why? Because Esau, along with the other nations, accomplished that feat by cutting off your true nationality. Man.
All right.
You know? So you got more on that? That was it. All right, come on, let's go back. Where was that? Oh, no, now go back to where you was at originally.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Joel.
Where it said something about the claim. So that's where we at. And we've been telling you people for the longest, man, Stone the Apostles, that America was going to invade Iran. That's a part of the prophecies, man. So now it's about to jump off, man. I believe personally in the spirit, the chip is going to be made mandated this year, man. Straight up, man. Like, God damn. Come on, man. Everything going too fast. The Lord to put all this, everything is strategically in place now, man. They just sent 3,000 troops over there, man. Come on, everything in place. What else you waiting on, man? I mean, come on, man. What else can happen?
Trump listening to these fake Jews too much.
Yeah, but really, Trump listening to the Most High.
Hey,
Proverbs 21. Yeah.
Since you said something, they pulled 3,000 troops from Syria. And they sent the same 3,000.
Even more, maybe even more.
That's one of the troops right there, man. He's going back, man. He's going back, man. Yeah, he's thinking about it too, like, shit, man. He's thinking about shit. Just got sent home, man. And they about to bring that draft back too.
16.
Even you.
Sorry for her that playing Call of Duty.
Yeah,
You're going to get your hard desire, man.
Yeah.
Playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, you're going to get your hard desire.
Come on, man.
Yeah, look.
Fuckers, man.
Man,
They gotta go, man. See, they gotta go, man. Oh, like the guy, I don't know what this guy, he in a concentration camp if he ain't already dead. You know, the guy with the dreads?
Oh, man.
He came in with all this information and shit. He came up with the formula. He said, I figured it out, man. I know how we can make the world a more peaceful place. Let's get rid of the so-called white man. He came out and said it, man. Now he know, and I know he gotta be dead because he would have had a YouTube channel. That guy that would have had a YouTube channel by now, man.
It was so thick.
Yeah,
The photo was so thick, man.
Yeah.
The stats.
He had the formula, man. He was like, look, boom, he went into animals. He said, I got it, man. So-called white man is the root to the problems of the world. You gotta get rid of him. See, but the Lord wasn't covering him. The Lord didn't cover him. He was sitting out like a sacrificial lamb. They said, kill this nigga. They were like, he ain't want Hussein dealing with him and kill this guy. Yeah. Go ahead.
This is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
Except those days be shortened, you know. So the Lord is shortening these days, all in attempts to preserve life, man. Because at the rate Esau going, everybody gonna die, man. You don't know what you eating, you don't know what you breathing. Man, we alive through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemel. You got more on that?
But for the elect's sake,
Yep, the elect's sake, breathe.
those days shall be shortened.
Yeah, so the Lord has been merciful to us. Yeah, come on, I'll give what you got.
It's on Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Right, that word heart in Hebrew is law, which means your mind. So the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. So like the brother was saying about Trump, really it's the Most High controlling his mind. That's why when you read about Pharaoh, it tells you how Pharaoh, the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart.
Right.
So that was the Lord doing to Trump. He making Trump intensify things. You know?
Using Trump.
He using Trump. See? Go ahead. That was the scripture saying. Read that again.
Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Yeah, go ahead.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Right. That's why Trump will wake up at 3 in the morning and send a tweet. he inflamed. Oh, what's the scripture where it say he puffing at his enemies? That's Psalms.
That's Psalm 10.
10. Give me that real quick. Because when you go into the word puffing, it means to inflame. That's just like if you take a puff from a cigarette or a blunt. What happens? Every puff makes the fire get big. So that's why the scripture say he puffing at his enemies. He inflamed them. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Psalm 10 and 5. His ways are always grievous.
Yeah, That's why every time you see Esau, you grieve. Like, oh my goodness, I'm just grieved at these devils, man. They kill the animals. You got animals at the brink of extinction. The white rhino, I think he officially extinct now, man. Come on, man. Fucking devils, man. They killed the, killing off the bees. A lot of these bees mechanical, man.
Yeah.
Fucking devils. Go ahead.
He said, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight.
Right, meaning what? The judgment tell you to kill a homo,
Yep.
but Esau celebrated. And you better not dare say nothing about him, man. Especially if you got a platform, a radio station, a talk show, your ass better tread light, because you say something about a homo, that's so ass. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, as for all his enemies, he puffed at them.
And that's Trump and these guys. They puffing at all their enemies. And again, when you look up that word puffing, it means to inflame. That's like if you puffing on something, what happens? Every time you think about fire gets bigger.
That's it.
Damn devil. That's how you keep it lit. So Esau is set up to keep the drummer consumed. Yep, someone let's go back to where we was at. Second is Joel 2.
Oh, Joel 2.
What about the plague? What that was second Ezra? Go back to that. Then we can get that Zechariah. After that, go ahead.
I cut it second Ezra 16. I'm gonna start at verse 16 again. It says, like as an arrow which is shot from of a mighty. It's like read again. The second verse 16 and 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returning not backward, even so the plague that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. He says,
And what's that plague? Let's find out what the plague is. Look at that Zechariah 14.
This is Zechariah 14 and 12.
Because there's a list of plagues, but there's one major plague. That plague is dealing with the milk. The plague. What?
And this shall be the plague.
See? This shall be the plague.
Wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
And what Jerusalem that's talking about? That's talking about the elect, man. Because there's going to be other Israelites that are going to be destroyed by that plague. Everybody that came up against the men of the Lord, this is their punishment, man. That plague. This is why it says those who fought against Jerusalem. Because the intensifying of our people coming up against us is going to actually become more and more manifest. There's going to be people that are going to come out and preach against us because of demonization. I knew those Israelites. I knew it. Just take them and kill them. They're terrorists, you know. They're going to participate in that fight against us, man. It's going to really literally be us against the world, man.
That's right.
In both sense of the word. In the cosmos sense of the word, Israel, in the Orchomini sense of the word. Yeah, go ahead up.
Their flesh shall their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Now hold up. What weapon can make your flesh consume away while you stand upon your feet, man? That's gonna be those ICBM missiles, man. That's right. Read that again, huh?
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Right, you're gonna be walking down to the, you know what I mean? A boutique, you know, a donut shop, man. And your flesh, because before those missiles hit ground zero, you're gonna feel that heat. You're gonna start consuming away right then, man. It's gonna be an intense heat. It tells you that in Malachi, it's gonna burn like an oven, man. It's gonna be hot as hell. The intense heat, man. That heat's gonna be intense, man.
So children say, man, heart failure, them heart attacks.
Yeah, them heart
saying they gonna see the list, they gonna straight up have that heart attack. Cardiac arrest, they gonna still be alive.
Yeah. They're gonna be just, they're gonna want to die, they ain't gonna be able to die. Yeah, cuz.
They'll be in the Red Fox.
Yeah.
You know, and listen, you ain't gonna call them nobody.
You're gonna be touching your heart.
At least the Lord still gonna destroy you, man. That's why the Lord is mighty to be feared, man. That's right. You know?
Hey, it's gonna be making, I'm gonna say this too, right? The spirit, you know, I believe it's in the spirit. It's gonna be big bubble. Because when you consider a lake, when you consider lava, it's gonna be bubbles, man. And they're gonna be like ovens. Yeah. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be like bubbles of fire all through Babylon. Yeah. Because it tells you that in the lake, matter of fact, Psalm 58. Yep, get that Psalm 58.
Oh, melt like cheese.
Like cheese.
Cheese
You got bubbles. That's what contribute to the ovens. A bubble over Alabama and shit.
Yeah, God, this is Slacky. This song chapter 58.
And these are the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, man. That's why when you hear people like, if you walk by us and you hear what we're talking about, you don't dismiss us as being crazy all together, man. That's if you don't laugh us to scorn, you know. Either way it goes, you're going to be judged by your how about your shot.
Right.
Good.
Okay, this Psalm 58 itself, let them melt away as waters.
Whoa, let them melt away as waters, man. And even waters create bubbles.
Yep.
You know? Come on. This place is going to be liquidated. Like
Obsolete. Who said his heart?
Have you chose your form of liquidation?
It was a bomb.
You wanted the bomb. Oh.
Then he would read the scripture.
Come on, man.
You know, we watched it.
I
gotta get the brothers in LA on that.
Hey, they're gonna resist it for a minute, then they're gonna come around like, oh my goodness. When they plan to watch it, oh my goodness.
Oh God.
That was the spiritually divine, man.
Read the scripture. He was damn.
Yeah, he put him on the script and then he thought he escaped, you know, but he was only captured, you know what I mean?
That's it.
He said, in the name, he said, in the name of God, I will help you. I will let you go. But the guy told him, he said, have you, Mr. Whitworth. Mr. Whitworth, have you chosen a form of liquidation? But guess what? That's the form. The Lord chose your form of liquidation.
Yep.
This place in America is going to be a river. It's going to actually melt. It's going to melt. The heat going to be, that's the intent. That's fervent heat, man. You got that? That first Peter? Oh, no, let's go back to where we was at. Let's get Peter. 2 Peter 3:18.
Yeah.
Revelation 20?
Yeah, this is
Malachi 4?
Yeah, this Psalm 50, it's like Psalm 58 itself. It says, let them melt away as waters, which run continually.
Now, what's going to cause them to melt away as water? Continue.
When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows.
That's a melt them. Now, that's the answer to the lake of fire. You know, somebody might come and say, hold up, y'all say it's not a hell. Well, what about the lake of fire? Well, we read the lake of fire. The lake of fire is America, man. Right. This is the lake of fire, man. Yep, go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 5. And they will deceive everyone as neighbor, and when I speak the truth, they have taught their tongue to speak lies, and wear themselves to commit iniquity. Now the habitation is in the midst of deceit. Through deceit they refuse to know me, saith Yahweh Shai. Therefore thus said the Lord of hosts, behold, I will melt them.
That's it.
Lord said, look, I will melt them. That's not a swift, ain't nothing swift about being melted. That's a slow, agonizing death. That's a process to be melted. Come on,
He said, behold, I will melt them and try them, for how shall I do for the daughter of my people?
Yeah, woo. So the Lord has prepared this judgment, man, and it's gonna be horrific, man. That's all I can say. You're gonna melt away, man. All right? Come on,
This is Ezekiel chapter 22 and verse 20. As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin.
I say something too. Like you just talking about cheese. Melted cheese, man.
Yeah.
And when you melt something, it's not instantly turned into liquid, man. You see it turning into liquid.
Like a candle.
Yeah, that's it.
It runs. It's gonna be like a river. It's gonna be like a river of fire rolling through America, man.
That's what John said.
Well, guess what? Like we said, the scripture, the rain, Lord said gonna rain upon them. So overflowing rain. Tell me that real quick. Why overflowing rain? And that goes back to the time of Noah. That's why Yahweh Shai, it was a lot more to that statement from Yahweh Shai than meets the eye. The Lord says in the days of Noah, that was talking about the rain of the milk. And I'm gonna show you something too. Give me Genesis, I think 7 and 17, where it say lift the ark. Watch that.
All right.
Exactly what you're talking about. Let's see.
Matter of fact, let's get this first. Where it say, is that it? It say lift the ark or something like that?
Yep.
Pay attention to this.
This is Genesis 7 and 17. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth.
Now, is not that going to happen to the chariot?
Is it?
We're going to be lifted above the earth.
That's it.
See, so that happens. Read that again.
This-
Everything is a build up to America, man.
That was the beginning of salvation.
Yeah, that's the ark.
That's it.
Good.
Yeah, this Genesis 7 and 17. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth.
And that's going to happen with the chariot. In the time of Noah, it was lifted up above the earth, but in the time of this destruction, we're going to be lifted up over the ozone. We're going to be lifted up over the earth as that flood consumed the world, man. That flood. Let's see it glass. Get that. That's spirit. Get that.
Yeah, this Revelation 15 and 2, and as I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the hearts of the Most High.
Right. See, we're going to be, again, the ark. We're going to be rolled over the earth. We're going to be looking down at the destruction. It tells you that in Psalm, the only with thine eyes said that see.
So Revelation chapter 11, verse 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake. Revelation chapter 11, verse 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell.
Yeah, and that's dealing with America. And that earthquake is the missiles and the effect of the missiles. You go into the word earthquake, the word quake simply means shake, you know? The earth is going to shake. Go ahead, Ike.
It's like, I'm sorry, verse 12. Revelation chapter 11, verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. Woo! And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
Yeah, and that cloud is that ark, man. That cloud, because really, through the Spirit, we're going to go up into we're going to go up into Mount Zion, that big one mountain. You know, that's why when you read Revelation 14, it says, I saw those standing upon Mount Zion. That's that chariot, man. Remember when you read 2nd Ezra 13 chapter, it say, it said that he engraved a mountain. You know, he flew upon it. That one great mountain. There's going to be one big chariot we're going to go up into, man. Through the Spirit. I believe through the Spirit. The Scripture say that. What?
It says, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Yeah, that's bad. Go ahead.
In the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Simultaneously as this happened, there was an earthquake. That means the mill. Do you know we're going to be going past the Mills? You're going to be going up in the sky. Mills is going to be going past you. That's how bad that's going to be, man. It's going to be real intense. It's real with drama, man. Oh, scarce the same. Hey, that's why people say, that's why you got to endure to the end. When it says endure to the end, it literally means the end. You got to have faith in. You might see a brother go up and you ain't went up yet. The earth shaking, you still got to say, Lord, go move. You shaking, your eardrum damn near bust, you can't hear shit. Then all of a sudden, you start levitating, man. A missile about to come on you and you start levitating. Boy, man, gonna get down, man. Right. That's why when we get up in those chairs, we gonna praise you how we man, that's why, hey, let me tell you a bad scripture, man. Revelation, the 5th chapter. It's scary. I don't even want to say. You know, those angels, they was worshiping Yahweh first. Then they started worshiping Yahweh side, man. We ain't make that up, man. That's why is that? Because Yahweh side got man, Yahweh side gonna be one. Man, Yahweh side gonna be waiting on you. Hey, I can see it now. You gonna be going up. You gonna be getting closer to Yahweh side. He's waiting on you, man. And you know how the pictures is. You see a picture like every picture look like that picture looking at you. It's gonna look like Yahweh side looking at each individual. It's gonna be a personal moment for you. Even though other people going up, you're gonna see like it's just you and Yahweh side. You know? Huh? Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Hey, how does that get you and embrace you? You know. Oh man, you gonna man, look man, you gonna think about all the time you just putting in work, man. be like, man, it was real. You know how much it was real. Yeah, I was shy. It was 30 years, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hold up. I'm gonna do what you got real quick.
Joel 21:20. His eyes shall see his destruction. He shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty.
Yeah. That's dealing with Esau, right? Read that one more time.
Joel 21:20. Joel 21:20. His eyes shall see his destruction. He shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty.
Yeah, we're gonna see your destruction, man. Because the scriptures tell you only with thine eyes you shall see the reward of the wicked. Oh, you know the scripture says 10,000 shall follow on this side. Now you might say, well, hold up. 10,000 people don't live next door to me. You know what that means? As the further you ascend, the more ground you're gonna see. You're gonna see people in Georgia. You're gonna actually see, you're gonna see, the more you ascend up, the more ground is covered. So we're literally gonna see 10,000 people falling, man. People consumed in fire as you're going up in the chariot. Hey, that's gonna be bad.
A lot, man. He didn't get a chance to see the destruction of Sodom, man.
Oh yeah, that was bad, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he hated them niggas out there.
He hated them.
Nigga just came, knocked on his door, asked to pop. You know what I mean? He was about to give his cheering up, so his stackers to pop. They roughed out of.
He was at the gate every day, man.
Yeah. He was prophesying. He was really going
He was at the gate every day.
downfall of Sodom. Now, man, how long, Lord, you kill these niggas? You know? Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah 26 in verse 20. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy door about thee."
And what's the old chambers? That's dealing with the chariots, man. And that would happen with the ark. The ark was shut, you know? Go ahead.
It says, "And hide thyself, as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed."
And what's the indignation? The milk, man. So we're going to be hid by the spirit of Yahweh by smell and shot, you know?
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea."
Hey, what's that day? That's the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. The day that the Most High sent Yahweh Shai. That's right. Right? Yahweh Shai coming upon a huge fathership with the rest of the host of heaven, accompanied by the way of 200 million missiles, man. That's the day that's going to burn as an oven. Go ahead.
"And all that do wickedly."
And all that do wickedly, it says about the proud, right? Read this part about the proud.
"And all the proud, yea."
And you know the number one proud is who? Esau, Edom. Right. 2/3 of our people fall in the footsteps of the proud. What it is, Romans 12:2. "Be not conformed to this world." So those that are conformed to this world out of the 12 tribes, they are wicked too. All right. The book says what? "And that wicked shall be revealed." Okay. It says that wicked. Who is that wicked? Starting with the top tier elites of the so-called modern day white man. That's right. But our people are wicked too. They're being wicked. They are not the wicked. All right. Why? Because Romans 12:2. They conform to this world.
Isaiah 13:15.
Gone. Get that.
The scriptures say, "And all that do wicked."
Right.
So that's talking about
That's it,
you who partake in the wickedness with Esau. What it say? "Go hand, join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished." So if you join in hand with Esau, if you're in league with he, you're going to receive of the same plagues that he going to get, man.
That's right. Hey, cover itself. It says, "Let us fulfill our love to the morning." Because the good man ain't home yet. You know what I mean? So Muslims catch him with your pants down. I got that Isaiah 13.
Catch you rolling over the bed with this kid.
I got this precept. This is 2 Peter 3:10. "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night."
Right, the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. Why? Because our people, number one, is not aware. All right, they don't know. They are ignorant. The opposite of knowing is what? Ignorance. Okay, so they don't know. So they are not aware. And number one, the Most High have sent them a strong delusion. for them not to know, all right, for them not to be aware, for them not to consider. That's why the Most High is going to send Yahweh Shai is going to catch them as a thief in the night, right? Because they don't know He's coming. Right? They don't want to know. They are willingly ignorant, as the scriptures say. You know? Yeah.
In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Yeah, the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the heavens represents rulership. All right, who is in rulership? Job 9:24. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. Capital W. The so-called modern-day white man is the wicked. See? Read that again, huh?
Con. In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
All right, the heavens is the rulership ran by the so-called modern-day white man, starting with the top-tier elites of the so-called modern-day white man. And that great noise is what? 200 million missiles, man. Hey, Joel says, matter of fact, Joel 2, and when it speaks about the fire, when it says they leap upon the mountain and that fire devour, that's that great noise, man. That's right. All right. That's right. That's right. So imagine a small house fire, right? Imagine if you put a small fire in the forest. It's gonna crackle. It's gonna make noise. But imagine 200 million missiles with thrust coming from a far country, man. That's the noise of a great multitude, man. You know, you got it all.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yeah, the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Everything that's around.
The
It is melt. Like I went into earlier. It is melt. Like the brother said, like cheese. Like the brother Barak said, like the cheese, man. When it shall melt or melt. When you melt something, that's a slow process. You know. Put something in the microwave and it goes from the what? Inside, outside, in. Yep. But when you put something in the oven, you slow roast it. It's still burning as an oven, then. And you put something in the oven, you're going to slow roast it. You know what I'm saying? You got it. You finna say something else? Yeah, right, human snore, right. On a damn stick, man. You know, logs for the fire, man.
That's why, like, the body is going to be fuel for the fire. Like your body going
to logs for the fire.
And you got oil in your body.
Hey, that's it. Rocket and profit, you know.
Your whole body's going. Oh, that's why Americans obese, man.
And that's a lot of lean meat. That's a lot of fat meat for the fire. A lot of fat. Oh yeah, that's fat. Yeah, a lot of fat back there.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
The works also in the works therein, man. You know, things that you see around us, what Malachi tells us. They shall build, but I shall throw down, man. Yep. All right, that's the works of this world, man. That's the works that Esau is doing. Matter of fact, Esau actually doing the NASA thing, man. Going out into space, man. Thinking, hey, you trying to strategically come up with a plan to get away from Yahweh Shai, man. It ain't gonna happen, man. Just because you know Yahweh Shai is gonna visit the earth, like the scripture said, the earth that he made, you trying to make a space station, man, up in space, man. Saying that if I'm not on the earth, I'm not gonna get condemned. I'm not gonna face my judgment if I'm not on the earth. But guess what? The Most High is everywhere.
That's right. You know, trying to colonize Mars and
colonize
They want to go to another. We are Mars. That's why I do a lot of that research on planets.
Oh yeah, you so.
They always say the old overtone in the theme is what life, life-like, Earth-like conditions, planets that can, that can be compatible, that can compatible for life on Earth, man. You know, that can accommodate Earth. Some of these devils looking, they're trying to get away, man.
Right on. Yeah, go ahead.
Got a precept. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 40 and verse 13. The goods of the unjust shall be dried up like a river, and shall vanish with noise like a great thunder in rain. Ecclesiastes 40 and 13. The goods of the unjust shall be dried up like a river.
Right, the goods of the unjust shall be dried up like a river, man. All right, Esau Edom really can't do any good, man. Like the Ark always go into, man, hey, just say the Humane Society, man. You know, you want to spade a dog, man, but you think that's good, man. Yeah, that's good, man. You stopping an animal from reproducing, man.
That's right.
The tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Motherfucker like 2 minutes. Look at that poor spayed dog. You know what? That's euthanized. Man.
You can see the cancer of the dog fall, man. We had a dog like that. You can see he was real depressed, man.
Yeah,
you
man.
know, it kind of hurts your heart. But at the same time, man, that's how wicked Esau is, man.
Yeah,
That shit fucked up, man.
Go ahead,
Continue on. And shall vanish away with noise.
Yeah, and shall vanish away with noise. Somebody got that, Joel?
Like a great thunder.
Hold that right.
And
Hold
rain.
that right there. Oh, yeah, that's good. Like a great thunder and rain. That's it, man. What's that great thunder and rain, man? Hey, what it is? Psalms 91 tells us refuge is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. When you go to the word refuge, it means what? Storm or rain. Your fortress from that storm or rain. What's that storm or that rain? Right? Thermonuclear missiles, man. That's that storm or that rain. Read that one more time, Mom. Read that one more time.
Ecclesiastes 40 and 13. The goods of the unjust shall be dried up like a river and shall vanish away with noise, like a great thunder and
shall vanish away with a noise. What the scripture said, shall melt like fervent heat. It shall melt all the elements, man. It's going to vanish away, man. It's going to be done away. America's going to be a vast desert, man. They have built, but the Most High is going to throw down. What's the book of Eli, right? If you look at the movie, the book of Eli.
Yeah.
If you look at the movie, the book of Eli, you've seen all of the what you want to call them, the guys, shit. The who? I'm trying to think of a specific name they call them, merchants or whatever. Mercenaries. That's it. Off the water. It ain't gonna be no mercenaries waiting on you in your path, man, walking through the desert. You see what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be none of that, man. I mean, they was halfway on point with that movie. But remember, it ain't gonna be nobody. Ain't gonna be nobody out in the woods with a house, an old couple out in the woods with a house, man, with a graveyard in the background.
Hey, can I say that rain? Hey, matter of fact, hey, get that real quick. But you just said the refuge. Get that in Isaiah 4 and 6. But them missiles gonna come down like rain.
Right.
That's why I think Marcel, you did a video a while back. The rain is a constant reminder. When you look at the rain, when it come down, that was the last video. When you come down, when it hit the old puddle, the water, what happens? You see that vibration.
That wave.
That wave. Yep. Yeah, it's been raining. Yeah, it has. It's been raining a whole lot lately.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's so. Lord kept around.
That's right.
Come on. Yeah, you got it.
This is the book of Isaiah 4 and verse 6. And there shall be a tabernacle for a shadow in the daytime, for the heat, and for a place of refuge, and for a cover. So like it's for a cover for storm and from rain.
Right. hey, and what's that, man? That's Yahweh Shai, man. That's Yahweh Shai coming upon that huge fathership, like the Ark said, to beam us up in that time with the 200 million missiles dropping upon America. That's right. Because there's going to be a time, hey, read that Joel. Matter of fact, go to that Joel. Hey, read that one more time before you get to Joel.
This is the book of Isaiah 4 and verse 6. It says, and there shall be a tabernacle for a shadow in the daytime for the heat.
Right. What's that heat? The thermonuclear missiles, man.
Right.
200 million missiles that shall be shot upon America. 200 million missiles shall be shot upon America from all of the nations that's on the side of America right now and all of the nations that hate America.
Yep.
See what I'm saying?
That's right.
The nuclear missiles are the weapons of destruction.
That's right.
You know, it's going to be the end all be all, like the scriptures say.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? When it's concerning this life we live in. You see what I'm saying, brother?
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, and for a refuge, and for a cover.
Once again, that word refuge, when you go into that word refuge, when you look into the word refuge in the Hebrew, which it originated from the Hebrew, it means protection from rain or storm. You know, just like when you go into your house, when it's raining, what you try to do, you're trying to find shelter, right? You know, all of us from the south, right? It's kind of cold out here right now, but we all from the south. In the summertime, what's your place of refuge? Up under a tree. Because you hiding from the scorching heat of the sun.
Right.
So you hide up under the shadows of a tree. That's your shade.
Now, when you think of that word shadow, it means what?
Oh yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
It says, and a place for refuge,
Yeah.
and for a cover.
The scripture says what? The names of, hey, by the way, the names of the Most High, all right, or God, is Yahweh. And the name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ.
Right.
Those names are the place of refuge. That's the strong tower. The scripture says, get that strong tower real quick. That's for the brother, real quick.
Yeah, this is Proverbs chapter 18. It's like Proverbs 18.
So once again, the names that they have given us, those are false names. Right. His name, the Most High's name is not God. All right, that's a title. All right, but his actually Hebrew name is Yahweh. All right, and his son, whom the world called Jesus Christ, y'all know, his true name is Yahweh Shai. Right. That's a nomen omen, which is name prediction. Right. All right. Yah meaning he, Hawashai means saves or delivers. Yep. Right. All right. So Yahweh is coming to save the elect of the nation of Israel, and he coming to destroy 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Right. That's 2/3.
Yeah, that's 2/3.
Most of them are women.
Right.
Most of them 2/3 women.
2/3.
See that? 2/3. Hey, man, and that's real quick too. Y'all make sure y'all hold that Daniel 3rd chapter, man. Because the hell is the one that's gonna save you. Yep, sir. Right, make sure that's gonna be.
That's one of the bad chapters. I got that 18. I got that strong tower.
Got it up.
Yeah, this Proverbs chapter 18:10. The name of Yahweh Shai is a strong tower.
That's right. So that's the name of the Most High. All right. If you read the King James version, that's Lord in all caps. Lord in all caps. That's the Most High. Go ahead.
It says the Lord Yahweh is a strong tower.
And when you run to a strong tower, meaning a defense.
Yep.
When you go into it, it's a high place, man. Yep. You know, because they build them like a high.
Hey, man, look that word up.
Right.
Look that up in the blue letter. That's right. Go to that. Go to that word power in the blue letter.
Yeah, tower. That's right. That's it.
That's it.
Is it going to the deliverance from these people?
Right.
That's it.
Read that and then we'll go. Read that.
Yeah, it said the name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it.
And the righteous represent all of us brothers out here.
Yep.
All right. We being the righteous, why? Because all of us are a part of the 12 tribes of Israel. If our bloodline and our lineage goes back to these 12 tribes on this side, we are considered the righteous. We are the saints of the Most High.
Yep.
Everybody else, they are not the righteous, which means so-called white man, the so-called Chinese, the so-called Africans, they are considered as heathens. The scripture consider them as heathens. Because you know, if you look at Freddie Sanford or you hear your grandmama, they was like, oh, you a heathen. And they will make heathen make it seem like it's just a bad person. Or they'll call you a heathen, which none of us are heathens. Y'all are not heathens. Y'all are the righteous. Y'all are the saints.
So can I say, scripture says, the righteous ran into it. They just ran into the name. You just ran into something. That's the Lord's dramatic, man.
Go ahead, brother.
With the 12 tribes of Judah, we said like during slavery and everything like that, you know, like some things were like lost or whatnot. So like if we just say like a master slept with a, you know what I'm saying, with a slave, and, you know what I'm saying, and it kind of mixed. You know what I'm saying? Like
what can I say, brother, real quick? You know how that can be simplified? Really, there's no such thing as mixed. Because I think the word in the Hebrew mix is arab.
Yeah,
Arab, something like that. That would you get Arab for. But it's all determined upon the man. The man is the seed. Just to simplify, right? Let's just say if you got a plum tree, and you take a plum seed, that seed from Alabama, you can take that one seed to Alaska and plant that same seed, and it's gonna still be a plum tree. So the father is the producer of the line. You carry the seed. So you could go and have sex. Oh, because that happened a lot in Vietnam. Yep. Oh, that's the Lord. Yep. See?
Oh, that's bad. See?
Wonderful counselor.
Wonderful counselor. The Lord did that as an example. Like you can have let's say in Vietnam, right? Just more recent history. Our people they went over there to Vietnam and they was popping those women over there and they was leaving a seed. The woman only makes up like the DNA, meaning what? They'll look like the carnal, physical look. But the spirit of that person is determined by the man. So when you go back into slavery, let's say if a white, so-called white man had sex with a slave, that bloodline was a white boy.
Yep.
I don't care if he came out looking blacker than Leroy. You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead, give what you got real quick.
Numbers chapter 1, verse 18.
Yep, that's it. Pay attention, brother. Go ahead.
And they assembled all the congregations together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
See? So your pedigree is determined by the house of your father. That's why when you hear the phrase Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you don't hear the phrase Sarah, Leah, and Rachel. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The lineage of your house shot. Yeah, when you read Matthew the first chapter, it goes into the lineage. It's all based upon your forefathers.
So how do we know, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying, to find like documentation, especially back in them days.
Yep.
So how do we know if, you know what I'm saying, deep down in our lineage, if it was ever lost, if a white man actually impregnated like our great-great-great-great-grandma?
Well, that's something that you really can't know because it was meant that way. That's why everything's centered around faith. You know? And see, matter of fact, give me Hebrews 11:1 real quick. Yeah, hold up. Get this real quick.
Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit.
Right. So it's a spiritual thing. Go ahead.
That we are the children of the Most High.
Right. The children goes back to son in Hebrew. So we are the children of the Most High, right? And it's all determined by the Spirit. So the mere fact that y'all believe in this, or y'all even being intrigued by this, see, the Lord is dramatic. That's one thing about it. Think about it. Remember when Yahushua was born, which is the Savior, it was centered around drama. They wanted to kill him as a baby. So the Lord make everything with salt and flavor, you know? See, and this about to be like this. Go ahead, this whole thing. That's flavor. You know what that is.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 24. And another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which his seed in his field, but while man slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the
that's what a white man did. He planted his seed amongst our people. Right. I'm gonna give you a good example of that. Y'all ever heard of them twins, Tamara?
Oh yeah, Edomites.
They Edomites. They white people.
Yeah.
Their father so-called white. But you can see that. Go ahead. They can't be delivered.
So if it's a faith thing, you know what I'm saying, can they still, I guess, be deemed worthy if they believe that they belong to one of the 12 tribes?
No, it's impossible because the promise was only made. I'm gonna give you. See, it's all about simplifying it. Matter of fact, real quick, we'll get a scripture real quick. Give me make a plain upon table.
Oh,
because even though these seem like that's spirit. Even though these seem like kind of hard questions, it could be simplified. Get this real quick.
The book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. And the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
So the Lord said, make this thing plain for you, right? Now I'm read that one more time.
Habakkuk 2 and verse 2. And the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that read of it.
Now I'm going to say this. Let's make it plain. Let's say like let's say you get older 20 years from now, even though we know it ain't going to happen just for the sake of argument, edification. 20 years from now, you have a kid and you somehow came across some money and you left that your inheritance to that kid. I don't care if somebody else desire that inheritance, it don't go to them. See? The inheritance only go to your kid. And when you go in the ancient world, that's why being in this modern world, you can be tainted with the vibration of this current world. When you go into the ancient world, A king's son always sat on the throne.
That's right.
I don't care who wanted to sit on that throne. The lineage of his son, his offspring, sat on that throne. So you being an Israelite is the only ones that have you are qualified, should I say, to claim that inheritance. Now, what's the first step to claiming an inheritance? You got to produce what? ID. Spiritual ID. So now this where this come in at.
Yeah.
See, in the spirit, we convinced that we Israelites.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show you how you know that you're an Israelite. Give me Deuteronomy 28 real quick. 16.
28:60.
Uh-huh. That's why the scriptures are all centered around faith. Because think about it, if I had to produce evidence for you, then faith would be out of the picture. If I could say, you know what, brother, we can go to the document. Okay, boom. You go back to this person, go back to that person. Then faith will be out of the picture. That's why really the whole overtone and the essence of this book is centered around faith. And that's how the Lord is going to rid out the undesirables. If you ain't really one of the chosen, you're not going to be equipped with faith. See? So that's bad in itself. Come on, give me real quick, give me Deuteronomy. Watch this right here.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68, it reads, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye
read
shall
this one more
be
time.
sold.
Read this one more time. Pay attention, brother.
Start from the top. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord, look at this picture right here. See that? And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the
Now
way.
that happened to our people.
That's right.
We went into Egypt. The word Egypt is symbolic for bondage. America is modern day Egypt. When you look at your dollar bill, it has an Egypt pyramid on it, an ancient relic. Why is that? That's the Lord showing you that this is Egypt. The Lord said you're going to come into Egypt again with ships. So we know that our forefathers went into Egypt with ships. Furthermore, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to just throw something out there that y'all can take with y'all, right? If you get pulled, you might have your life insurance, right? I don't know if you do, I'm just throwing it out there. Police pull you over, you feel nervous. If you feel nervous with your life insurance, you're an Israelite. You're an Israelite. See, that shows you the power of the Lord, see? Because it's woven in your DNA. It's knitted in your fabric to be an Israelite.
Right.
Why? You're behind enemy lines. You are your forefathers. This is such thing as reincarnation too. We can show you that in the scripture. So that's why you're here. The Lord led you here today, man. The Lord led you here to get this knowledge. All right, come on.
Come on.
Read that one more time.
Continued on. This is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Meaning we're not going to say our homeland. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Right, and that happened to us. They had us on slave ships. Auction blocks. You got some signs? We were sold.
Hey, we were murdered, sold,
we was commodities. We were sold to our enemies. Block y'all. Continue.
Yeah. Continuing on. All right. We shall be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
We was gonna be sold as bondmen and bondwomen. If y'all ever saw 12 years a slave, some of these movies,
Django.
Django, that documents our history. Go ahead. And when you watch another subtle nugget too, you watch those movies, you get fired up, right?
Yeah.
You an Israelite.
and no man shall buy you.
And it say no man shall buy you, that means no man shall redeem you.
Yeah.
Meaning these so-called Africans, they didn't come to our aid.
Nope. Yeah.
The Arabs didn't come to our aid.
That's right.
In fact, they capitalized off of our fall. And that's going into Lazarus and the rich man, the parable.
And know what he said. You got the guys like what? Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, and Martin Luther King. They couldn't redeem us.
Yeah.
They couldn't do nothing. They didn't have no power in their hands to redeem us from our captivity, which we're still in to this day.
To this very day, you're in captivity. The mere fact that you have a social security number, you're in captivity. You can't jump out here and run that red light. You're going to jail. You're in captivity. You're under the subjection of your enemy, which is the so-called white man. And you can't tell me that the so-called white man not your enemy. There's enough evidence out there that proves that. Okay? So this is heavy what we're involved in, man.
Yeah, I got it.
And the Lord brought y'all up so y'all can be sealed. Oh, give me that. What I called for earlier? Oh, well, let me get this scripture real quick, because the mere fact, I know y'all got to go in a minute, but we're going to just get this real quick for you. You got to believe on these words, bro. Go ahead. See, the Lord, right now, the Lord has presented before you life and death. Oh, that's it. Because think about it, we ain't as, you know it's cold, bro. You got to use your mind. What these dudes doing, it don't benefit us. You ain't finna give me like, I know at the end of the conversation, brother will slide 200. Yeah. No, man. And you know I got my mental faculties. I ain't crazy. You know I'm not crazy.
I ain't saying, hey, bro, and I kick the sign on. Kick the sign on. Come here.
You just encountered the prophets of the Lord. All right, come on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We scholars, man.
Yeah,
right. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Hey, that's why if you're familiar with the news right now, the so-called white man demonizing us. Yep. They're saying that the Israelites is terrorists because they know we got the truth. See that? That's spirit.
Hey,
You shouldn't even eat them. You shouldn't even go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Hey, come on, give me what you got.
This is Ephesians 1:13, in whom ye also trusted after ye heard the
Hold
word.
up, pay attention now. Read this again.
In whom ye also trusted after that ye heard the word
See,
of
this
truth.
how the Lord play it. It's all about if. Lord said, trust it just after you heard. See, once you hear it, you got to just trust in it. Trust goes back to faith. See? Now, we could have produced, like, hold up, so if we would have pulled out a big book, boom, going to the lineage, it wouldn't be faith then. But see, you trusted it, right? That's how the Lord do it. Go ahead.
The gospel of your salvation.
See, this gospel leads to your salvation. See, the Lord is so bad, right, to where he's going to deliver you on something as subtle as just believing. You're outside bad, man. Come on.
In whom also, after ye believe,
So after you believe, that's the first steps on this road to recovery, if you will. Go ahead.
ye were sealed.
You were sealed, meaning the Lord said, you know what? That's one of mine. He believed, that's one of mine. See, that's bad right there. You see, belief is something I can't give you a pep talk to believe.
I got precept.
That's got to be within in you. Hold on, go, do what you got.
This is Hebrews 11.
Alright.
That's it.
Come on,
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Woo! Things not seen. So in your spirit, you know, oh man, this is the truth. And we'll be out every week, Lord will. So you can keep coming out and getting this work.
Excuse me.
Let's see, come on.
Oh, come on, baby.
Come on.
I don't want to interrupt you.
Hey, these devils know what we out here doing, man. You know what they trying to do. They trying to get our mind off shit. Right. Hey, shut you look at man. Man, they like, get him, man. I know scripture says strike down.
He said, what, a half an acre?
Huh?
She could have went the half.
Come on.
He said, well, I said, why am I on apparel?
Right when we, that's why we read the scripture. And the scripture talk about Satan. Oh, it always happens. When it says Satan come and take that seed.
take the word away. Yep.
Oh, man, we see plenty of
We see that all the time. When we breaking it down to somebody,
And
the
then,
spirit of Satan will come and try to get it off. You know? Yeah. And that was it right there. I could have said, oh, this going to be something else. Hey, come on.
And in whom also, after ye believe,
After you believe, go ahead.
ye were sealed with that Holy Spirit of promise.
See, go ahead.
Which is the earnest
Of our what?
of our inheritance
Of our
until the redemption.
So that inheritance is what? That's going to be the kingdom. That
Yep.
means only a son or somebody that's a part of the family can qualify for the inheritance. A so-called white man ain't going to come up here and believe. He ain't going to believe. But first and foremost, he'll never acknowledge that a so-called nigger could be the children of the Most High. No way. These crackers hate you, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's why you hear these stories come out where you see, especially of late, these young fiery crackers and these crackers that go on these racial rants. I hate you, nigga. The same bitch that was just at Starbucks, see? And they telling you how you doing. And in their living room, they talking shit about you, man. Them your arch enemies, man.
Every day shop at Walmart.
Yeah.
They talking shit about you.
black and white. Black and white. That's
Hey, that word Walmart. That word Walmart is just a devil with a deer. Come on, give what you got.
Yeah, I got that word sealed.
Deer hunting shirt.
I got that word sealed in Ephesians 1:13 in the Strong's G 4972, Sparatizo, if I'm pronouncing it right, it says to set a seal upon, marked with a seal.
Yeah,
To
so when you
seal.
come up and you believe, the Lord gonna mark you. Lord said, okay, these one of mine. I'm gonna see what's about to happen in America. All hell about to break loose out here in America. Your pastor ain't gonna, that prosperity pimp, pork chop eating nigga in your church, he ain't gonna tell you that all hell about to break loose in America. The dollar about to crash. There's gonna be a famine. Man, the Lord about to get down in America, man. Yeah, they want to keep you asleep. It's gonna be wild animals attacking. The power gonna go out in America. And if you seal with this knowledge, you're gonna be delivered. Matter of fact, real quick, Isaiah, get that. Isaiah 13:6, real quick. Keep reading what you got.
It says, for security. That's what you seal. For security.
Oh, somebody give me Isaiah 51 and 15. Go ahead.
It said for security from Satan.
Hey, brothers, and we'll be out here next week. If y'all got to roll, we'll be out here next week, Lord will. Okay. Go. So Spirit got y'all out here.
It says security, all right, from Satan. And
woo! It's Satan. It's not some guy in a red spandex suit, man. You know?
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's right. This
Read.
is okay. You got something?
It says, in order to mark a person or a thing, to set a mark upon by the impress of a seal or a stamp.
Woo! That's the walk.
Yeah,
Come on. Come on, man. I thought that was coming, man.
It said, rejoice ye heavens. Yes. I mean, no one's gonna really kick in.
Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4.
That's right. That's right. Man. Yeah, go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4.
And
the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city.
Right, go through the midst of the city. Read.
Through the midst of Jerusalem.
Through the midst of Jerusalem. Go ahead.
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry.
And that's concerning us. We the only ones complaining about the atrocities and crimes that have been committed against our people, man.
That's right.
Our people content, as long as they got a goddamn credit card. A budget.
That's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy.
Let's say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Hey, the elect, right, gonna have that mark on them, man. All right, which what it was, Ezekiel 9 and 4. Yep. Means what? Exempt from judgment.
The what?
The what? Right? Come. The what? It's what? Exempt from judgment. So the elect.
That's it.
The elect is gonna have that upon them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And they're gonna be covered because the elect is what symbolic for, or the elect is symbolic for Job. And what Satan know that Job had a power? The head. What the definition just said? For security from Satan. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have that. We're gonna have to you can't kill him. Hey, you might be able to torture him. Yeah, you got restrictions.
That's why when that devil pulled up, the cop pulled up.
Oh, yep.
He wanted to do some things,
But he couldn't. He blocked. He blocked. He blocked from doing all the things that he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? The angel didn't put the instructions in his head. Okay, you pull up on him.
And you take him to there. You ask for his ID.
You ask for his ID, but you can't pull your strap.
No, you can't do
lock
none of
him
that
up.
with us, man.
Can't do none of that. That's their hedge of protection, man. You got
Well, what's the contrast to that? It's open season to these 230.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, well, you seen it, Fernando Castillo?
Yeah.
He had his little gun in the car, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. The cop found that guy, man.
Cloak for sea.
And I'm going to say this, too. He was a scoffer. I say that for spirit. These guys that get put to death, like the guy that got choked. Oh, yeah. What his name was? Eric Gardner. The cop that killed him, his name was, his name meant raising lion or some shit. It was in the spirit. He choked the nigga out, right?
Right.
And guess what? I believe through the spirit, them were scoffers. And the Lord publicly put them to death. You got to just have the spirit to know, okay, the Lord justifying me. It's plenty of people die. It's plenty of people. Hey, that what they paid for it. Niggas die every day, B.
Yeah.
She said niggas die every day.
Right, Max.
Guess what? They die every day. But the Lord made some guys get put to death publicly. Why? So we can see the judgment of our enemy. A lot of them guys was scoffing.
That's it.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Titus chapter 2 and verse 11. For the grace of the Most High that bringeth salvation hath appeared to all men.
Read that again, Doc.
God, Titus chapter 2 and 11. For the grace of the Most High that bringeth salvation hath appeared to all men.
Yeah, and that's dealing with the YouTube. Oh, that's why the scripture say, what's that say, do not mix with faith.
Yeah, Hebrews 4 and 2.
Get that real quick. See, this truth was presented to all men. Like the young brothers that came up and stuff like that. And all they got to do is believe. They got no excuse. The Lord wanted either kill them or destroy them.
I record this day.
I recorded this.
Hey, you just went to it, right?
That's bad.
That's spirit.
And the one guy, I'm going to tell you, the one guy who was quiet, that's the guy that probably just said. And I'm going to say, you know what proved that? When you read the story of Daniel, remember the two guys, one of them was a baker.
Oh, yeah.
And the other was a wine bearer.
One was a barber, one was a baker. That's how the Lord worked.
Yep.
And the one guy, when you read that story, you would think that the one guy that was going to be delivered was going, but it was the other guy. Go back and read that story.
Wine bearer had his neck cut off.
You always thought it was going to be the wine bearer. But it was, so that's why the Spirit had them two dudes come up, and that's why I evaluated. I intently looked at both of them. And I was like, that guy right there. He was serious. He ain't smiled much, but he ain't had nothing to say. This scam, don't come up here talking either, man.
Like, damn.
Even though we'll answer your question, but you coming up to the light, man. When you come up here, the Lord either love you or hate you. That's it. When you get an intense breakdown, when you get the breakdown broke down to you intensely like that means the Lord love you or hate you.
That's mercy too.
It's either mercy or condemn. Because what the scripture say, he that do the will, he will finish straight. So the Lord had us break it down. Go ahead.
So like, the days of Noah, man. Either gonna be delivered, you're gonna be destroyed. And the word is that ministry stick. So
that's that rod, that reed. That's why it's the reed. That's why I said to the Spirit, right? The Lord do a play on words. That's why we're going to let you go. That's the first thing before you came into the first song, the word good. You thought it was good.
Job.
Because this is a job, man.
Hey, that's right.
No? It's a play on words with everything. That's why the Lord demands as a reed. Let's see that reed.
Hey, I got a precept. This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
And we're going to be stabilized in that day. Go ahead.
And strength.
Hey, think about it. You could have easily been that guy. You could have been just a random, casual nigga, came up with your partner and say, yeah. You know, because you got some Israelites that keep walking, then you got that more in-depth Israelite who will come up and ask a couple of questions. Man, look, man. You got to thank the Lord you on this side, man.
That's it.
You got to do what you got to do to remain on this side.
That's it.
Go ahead, Doc.
And strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
Right, and what's the treasure? Give me Proverbs 1 and 7. It said the fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? Give me Proverbs 1 and 7. Bring it up.
Hebrews 4 and 2.
This is Proverbs chapter 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
So the fear of the Lord is the treasure. That's this knowledge, man. That's it. You got to think how about you able to have the faculties to retain this knowledge. Man, that's only the Lord can have you to deal with this book. Think about it. You go into Isaiah the 9th chapter, somehow you can equate that with the milk. It takes the Spirit of the Lord to bring you into that understanding. You can't overlook that. Go ahead.
Yeah, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
One extreme or another. Either you're wise or you're a fool. Matthew the 25th chapter. Either you're the wise version or you're the foolish version. And you're going to either die or not. Just like I can always say, Noah. Noah. Hey, as a matter of fact, give me Noah. Give me. What's the scripture? Noah. That's the name. It means comfort. Give me that.
Oh yeah,
Genesis.
This is Genesis, chapter 5 and 29. And he called his name Noah, saying, "This same shall comfort us."
Whoa, this same shall comfort us. When you fast forward to now, we comforting the brothers. Even in the camp, we comfort. Now, a brother might make a point, it'll comfort me. We comforting one another. Matter of fact, hold that. Somebody give me 1 Thessalonians.
Hey, that's the spirit.
Because think about it, what's comforting? Hey, I'm going to say this, and we went into this before, right? Hey, we went into this before, right? That was all we went into. Hey, we went into this before, right? What's really the main objective to human life? Eat. That's how you really comfort. Now, if you go to my house and it's dinner cooking, it ain't to comfort just the average person outside my door. It's only to comfort the people in the house, man.
That's right.
So we really comforting one another, man. So give me in the art. We in the art. Give me 1 Thessalonians right there.
Yeah. This 1 Thessalonians 4, and I'm gonna start at 17. It said, "Then we."
You're a pastor.
We ain't condemn like us. Israelites. It said,
you listen to some more shit, right? You listen to us. You listen to us. Then when I said that, he's listening.
All right, 1 Thessalonians 4 and 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words.
So scriptures that comfort one another. That's why whoever come up here, we can break it down to them, but they ain't really gonna be comforted, man. And the Lord will break it down to him, but really, what brothers up here get comforted. Or the brothers on the live feed get comforted. Which that's another nugget. Live feed, we feed the brothers, man. See, your house shot bad, man.
Oh, I got to preach that.
Come on.
Yeah, God, this is St. John 6 and 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profit nothing.
Right, it's the spirit that quickeneth. Right, when you go to the word quickeneth, it means what? To be made alive.
Everybody know. Everybody know.
Hey, that's the spirit, man. We were just...
Quicken him though.
Hey, but they hear it though.
That's it.
The Lord kill him.
Kill him. But the spirit quicken him. You know what I mean? The spirit make alive.
Quicken him versus kill him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Come on, man. What's going on?
Yeah, what that was? What that was?
Yeah, come on, man.
St. John 6.
Okay. Hey, you know. Come on, man.
St. John 6 and 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth.
Yeah, the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
The spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit that has made us alive, man. That brought us out of this gross darkness. Because before the spirit of Yahweh Shai touched you, you was in ignorance, man. You didn't know. You had no power. What that is, Acts 1 and 8. What did Yahweh Shai tell the disciples? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know all things, man. From the paraphrase, go ahead.
The spirit of the Lord.
Yep, that's it. That's it. Yep.
It says the flesh profiteth nothing.
Yeah, the flesh profited nothing, man. You couldn't even
good now, man.
You couldn't even be out here, man. We couldn't even stand up. You see that? We couldn't even stand up on our feet within the carnal, man. All right? Because this flesh ain't shit, man. Give me Romans 7 and 18. Give me Romans 7. Hold that. Give me Romans 7 and 18. Hold that. Barack. I mean, not Barack, but Ryan. Give me Romans 7 and 18. Hold that. No, hold what you got. The scripture said the flesh profited nothing, man.
Right.
All right. So you don't gain through the flesh. Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 7 and verse 18. For I know.
And this is the Apostle Paul. Okay, a Pharisee is a Pharisee, and he's speaking upon the flesh, profiting nothing. Go ahead.
For I know that in me.
For I know that is in me. In parentheses, it says
that is in my flesh.
Read it again.
For I know that is. For I know
that in me, that is in my flesh,
that is in my flesh,
dwelleth no good thing.
dwelleth no good thing. So read that what you got.
St. John 6:63, it is the spirit that quickens.
So it is the spirit that quickens, the spirit that make alive, that make you exist, that make you to be, meaning to make you present in the sight of the Most High.
Right.
All right, and that's the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
The flesh profiteth nothing.
The flesh profited nothing. Read that again.
For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing.
That's right. So in the flesh, there is no good thing. So the flesh profited nothing. Go ahead.
For to will is present with me.
Yeah, so for to will is present with me, which is what? That spirit that quicketh, man. That's the will that is present with you, man. The will of the Most High through Yahweh Shai. It is present within this flesh, within this weak body. Go ahead.
But how to perform that which is good.
But how to perform that which is good? What is good? The will of the Most High doing this work, man. Paul said he find not, man. Why? Because he is in the flesh, man. The flesh profit nothing. Read what you got.
Just to add on what you said, Yahweh Shai told him, he said, I'm here to do the will of him.
That's right, that's right.
And what's the will? The word.
That's right, that's right.
Spirit, man. All right, continuing on, it says, the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
That's right. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
Hey, what up, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
This is Romans. Man, I knew who he was. Go ahead.
This is Romans 8 and 9. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit.
That's right. For ye are not in the beautiful. For ye are not in the what?
In the flesh.
In the flesh, which dwelleth no good thing, which profit nothing. And we are not what the scripture said, for we war not after the flesh. Get that. 1 Corinthians 15. Is that it? Brian, is that it? Yeah, Brian, come, read that from the top.
But ye are not in the flesh.
Yeah, that what? Profit nothing. Dwelleth no good thing.
Yeah, we ain't got a carnal outlook.
Right. Right.
You know, save up a basement full of tools. We ain't in the flesh at all. We're in the spirit of it. Hey, think about it real quick though.
Yeah.
You can't come up here unless you're in the spirit.
That's right. That's right.
If you carnal, we're gonna flip you out. We're gonna say, oh, this dude ain't right, man. That's why you better gotta be in the spirit. You're in the spirit of the Lord.
Sermon of the spirit.
Yeah.
That's right. Go ahead.
But in the spirit.
But in the spirit, like the Ark just said. What's that spirit? That quickening spirit. That spirit of Yahweh Shai. Give me Yahweh Shai. Give me Yahweh Shai. Hey, the water. The water. This the spirit that we in, man.
That's right.
What is that? Revelation 19 and 10? That's the spirit of prophecy, man.
Yep, hey, that's right.
That's the spirit that we in, man. The spirit that's going to quicken you. The spirit that's going to profit you, man. You know, why have it made you alive? Because now you able to see what's finna happen, man. You ain't dead, man.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead,
If so be,
foresight. That's right.
If so be that the spirit of the Most High dwell in you.
If so be that the spirit of the Most High dwell in you. How the spirit of the Most High gonna dwell in you? You gotta come through Yahweh Shai, man. I abide in you, right? Give me St. John 15 and 4.
Now, if any man have
that's
not,
right. Can I say real quick? You know, the scriptures talk about how those who eat of the lamb unworthily.
That's it.
And how you can vomit up.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly.
You can eat the lamb of your house out. If you ain't right, the Lord will jump right back up out you.
You don't settle on your stomach. You don't settle.
It ain't in your mind.
It ain't.
Yeah. Are you worthy to drink? What's going to happen? The Lord you're going to vomit the Lord right back up. And he's not going to remain in you.
Hey, that lamb don't sit on your stomach right, man.
You want pork.
You want some
You want the other white meat.
You want some other white meat. Go ahead, let him finish this.
Now, if any man have not the spirit of Hamashiach,
and if you don't have the spirit of Hamashiach, all right, you are dead, man. You are amongst the living dead, man. You know, go ahead.
He is none of his.
He is none of his, man. That's right. So if you ain't got the spirit, all right, you can't, like I said, you can't fit in this body, man. The scriptures speak about
fitly jointed.
That's it. That's it. Fitly jointed. The stones fit the
And because
joint.
we had guys that we liked in the world. I'm gonna be honest.
That's it.
We had a guy that was in the camp that we knew him in the world,
Right.
and we liked him.
Right.
Man came to my rescue a lot of times.
Right.
We had to let him go.
Let him go, man. Why? Because he didn't have the spirit of Yahweh Shah. Flesh prophet, nothing. He was a cool cat.
Cool as hell.
But he was in the flesh. He went in the spirit. He didn't fit in the body, man.
Because you know why? He'll be here.
Yeah, that's right.
And it tell you that First John.
Yeah, that's it. That's
All
it.
you
That's
know
it.
who I'm talking
That's it.
about.
Yeah, that's it.
First John, second
Yeah.
chapter, where it's talking about
That's right. Continue with him. That's right.
No doubt. Then with
That's
him.
right. That's right.
They will continue.
Then with him. See, that lets you know that this is of Yahweh.
Yeah.
See, we got experience.
You got one.
It tell you what that is that Romans 5 up? Give me that. Get that.
Romans 5 and what?
That 3. Yep. You got to have experience in the truth, man. Because you can know the scriptures, but if you don't got experience, what's that going to benefit you?
Oh, you got the John 15? Oh, go ahead. No, don't worry about it.
Get the Romans.
Hey, hold on. Well, get that Romans first out real quick. We're going to
This
bounce
is
off
Romans 5 and 3, and not
That's one
only
of your first
so,
anyway.
and not only so, but we glory in tribulation.
Hey,
Also,
start from the top. Start from the top.
Oh, can I say something? Hold on. Whoa. Before you start. No. Hold up. Before he started, right, it said we glory in tribulation. Do that mean that we jump around happy?
Yeah.
No, the scripture tell you that no man at the moment.
Oh, that's enjoy. Find the joy.
What do it mean it said we glory in tribulation? That means we continue to do the work.
Hey, give me second, the back of what I'm saying. Give me Second Thessalonians, second,
You talking about
Ecclesiastes 2. Ecclesiastes 2 and 2. That's it. That's what I want. That's what I want.
That don't
That's
mean
what I
we
want.
still, when we find out we behind on the bill, we bust out laughing. You give up.
Yeah, take a chip. 3. Yeah.
You get a bill.
Yeah. 788.
I'm going to bill
love it. My car motor just went down.
That don't mean that. That means through it all.
Yeah.
We somehow get out here to camp.
That's it.
And we
gonna
laugh. And you see we all
married. We married too. That's true though. That's true, huh? We really know we catching hell. And we gonna read it. Read it up.
Come on, man.
Read
This
it
is the
up.
book of Sirach 2 in verse 4.
Come on.
Whatsoever is by the prodigy.
Hold up. It said whatsoever. So it don't matter what the hell happened to you, man. That's easy to say now. And harder to go through. Your manifold gasket blow through your hood. You know what I'm saying? You lost your goddamn transmission and jumped your drive shaft and jumped through the floor. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Your mortgage due. Your goddamn kidneys going out on you. Hey, man, it's heavy, man. Hey, this thing ain't heavy, man. This thing ain't heavy. Go ahead, read on top again.
It says, whatsoever is by the prodigy, take cheerfully.
Hey, that's that whatsoever, man. It's easier said than done, man. It says take what?
Take cheerfully.
That don't mean, like I said, my mortgage is due and I can't pay it. That don't mean that, man. That means continue. That's right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Your laugh is vulgar.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
man.
that
That don't mean that. That means through it all.
Do this
come out
work.
and Do the work.
Do this work, man.
Because what happened with Job? He told Job, he said, look, if I do a certain thing to him, he's going to curse you.
Right.
You know? We continue, man. Right. Do you know the videos that we be putting up? Do you know we just heard bad news 20 minutes before that, man?
That's true. Hey, I was thinking about this, right? Like this week, like brothers, man, you know what I'm saying? And I can testify for other brothers that I know for a fact. We're going through hell, man. That man put up about 2-3 videos, man, in a 6-hour span, 8-hour span, and I just got to talk to him. He going through literally hell, man. That's integrity, man. That's right. See, that's motherfucking integrity right there, man.
I got a precept.
See what I'm saying? This man going through hell. You know what I'm saying? Catching hell. I know you know. Catching hell, man. I know you know. Catching hell.
That's right.
But you still put up a video.
That's right.
That's taking it cheerfully, man.
And you don't even know it.
You don't even know it. Well, you ain't even know it. You ain't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
fast. Don't eat that. Don't
Go
eat
ahead. Oh, get that. Oh, that's beautiful. St. John, what is that? 10th chapter or something?
I
mean, that's my bad. Slucky. Matthew. That's right.
I got
right,
a precept too.
bring it out.
This is
Oh, Lord, how about some outside?
2 Corinthians 2, and I started at 3. Blessed be the Most High, even the Father of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, the Father of mercies, and the Most High, the power of all comfort, who comforted us in all our tribulations.
Guess what? Guess what, man? When you doing that video, all right, and you putting all of your worldly problems or things that's going on in your life to a side, read that again. This is what's going on right here.
It says, who comforted us in all our tribulations.
And he comforting you, man. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you might be broke, you might be rightless, homeless, or whatever, jobless, but you got this truth. You got this truth. Like man and brother, what's y'all? They said take it cheerfully. That's why you cheerful, because you got that quickening spirit. You got that spirit where the scripture said.
The things.
That's right. The scripture said what? The spirit to sustain your infirmities. So you got that spirit into anybody who got the Holy Spirit, Acts 1 and 8, that it came upon you, you got the spirit to sustain your infirmities, man. That's why you can take it cheerfully. If otherwise you'll fall apart.
You'll just fall apart.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my car broke down. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my rent pay.
Hey, especially when you know it's the Lord that's doing it.
See, you know, that's heavy. That's so heavy right
See,
there.
the Lord's so bad, the Lord brought you into this to know that it's Him. That's why the scripture said, blessed is he that is not offended in me, man. Because I know you got to say, we all up here know that when something happens, you know in the back of your mind. You praying, looking up. It's your how about me outside, man. That's why Job said, leave me alone just for
let me swallow my speech.
See, we have embarked on a mission, man. This is crazy, man. We embarked on something, man, that only the Lord can bring us through, man.
Can I get it?
Yep, bring it out, though.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Therefore, endure hardness. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong.
It says, therefore, my son. All right? Ephesians 2 and 1 tells us what? If thou come to serve the Lord, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. But first, it says, my son. What the scripture say in Hebrews 12 chapter said, he dealeth with you as a son who chastised you. Right.
Hey,
God.
love is who he
That's
chastises.
it. Proverbs, Hebrews 12 chapter. Go ahead,
Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that in Hamashiach Yahushua,
Right.
and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to the faithful men who shall be able to teach others also.
So guess what? Those that going through that hell and continue doing the work as going through the hell, you was chosen, man. The Most High had mercy upon you, and he set you up, and he gave you strength to even take that hell, man, and continue to work. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? You wouldn't even continue if all things was peaches and cream, as they say. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance with the Most High. Read that again. Read that again right there.
And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men.
Yeah. Who's the faithful men? Those that are taking it cheerfully. All right? You still having faith, because what Job said, even though he slayed me, you see what I'm saying? I still have faith in him, man. That's right, man. You're going to acknowledge it. That's right. I know it's the Most High. You know what? God damn, I just broke my ankle. The water, y'all. The water, y'all. Hey, that's what I tell you. Oh, yeah.
That was heavy moment.
Yeah, man.
We had to let them know, like, look, man, you know. I'm saying, motherfucker, man. Come on.
Go ahead,
who shall be able to teach others also.
What's going on with that?
Who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushua.
Go ahead, Go ahead, Break down,
Endure hardness, man. No matter whatever comes your way, man, you gotta get through it, man. Push on, man. Hey, man, no matter what happened, man, you know that Yahweh is with you, man.
Right.
And he putting it through you. He putting you through it to get through it, man. He putting you through it to strengthen you and to enable you to continue on, man.
He putting you through it because why? He loved you as a son.
That's right.
All right, because guess what? Like I always said through the Spirit, when you ain't going through something, that's when you really got. You better check your goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? You better check your motherfucking self. Everything going your way. You know what I mean? Damn, I went to work. That was some great damn work. Damn, my pockets full, my belly full, the lights on, my car running. Hey, bro, hey.
Say the just shall live
By faith. That ain't faith. Everything going your way. Hey, I call it that G.O. You got that go. You got a pocket full of go, right? Which is money. You got that G.O. You got a pocket full.
Yeah. What the fuck?
What? You ain't got no faith. I don't need it.
I don't need
oh,
faith.
Lord, please help me pay.
Hey, do I gotta pray? Do I gotta trust in the Lord if I know I got all my bills?
See what I'm saying, man? Everything going your way. We ain't got no reason. See what I'm saying?
I got something.
Go ahead, dog.
This is the book of Hebrews 12 and verse 6. For whom the Lord loved, he chastises.
That's it.
That's
it.
That's bad. Somebody get Proverbs 3 and 11 too, man.
This is the book of Hebrews 12 and verse 6. For whom the Lord loved, he chastises.
How does the Most High love you, man? First of all, he gave you faith to believe in Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai supped with you and gave you what the Most High gave to Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai gave to you. That's mercy really comes all the way up from the Most High, all the way down to you, man. That's how he loved you. Go ahead.
It says, and scorneth every son. It says, and scorneth every son whom he received.
So he said, the scripture said, he scorneth every son that he received. Yahweh Shai. Starting with Yahweh Shai. What that is? Isaiah what? 53?
Right. Yahweh, you think that Yahweh don't know what's going on?
Thank you.
That's wisdom. He created wisdom.
Right.
He created wisdom and foolishness, right?
Right.
So think about it. The Lord knew that one day he was going to give us eternity of foolishness. So we had to go through this first. Right. We could have woke up in the beginning.
Fast through the dangerous. Oh, you got it.
Continue on in verse 7. If ye endure chastening,
if. See that? If ye endure chastening. With chastening, hey, chastening ain't nothing good, man. It ain't nothing right, man. Broke. You know what I mean? Come on. If ye endure chastening, go ahead.
If ye endure chastening.
And what that is? Matthew 24? Matthew 24, he that endure to the end. He that endure to the end, the same shall be saved if you endure chastening. Go ahead.
The Most High dealeth with you.
The Most High dealeth with you through Yahweh Shai.
That's why through the Spirit we always say the Lord ain't dealing with you.
Yeah.
We don't say that because we read that scripture. Let you know that we ain't the Lord.
True.
The Lord dealing with us.
Yeah, God. That's it, scripture. That's it.
You have sound on us. That's it, man. So pay attention, man. And don't get out of order.
It says the Most High dealeth with you as with his sons.
That's right. The Most High dealeth with you as sons. What Ephesians 2 and 1 said, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So he's telling you, I'm going to take you through hell if you sincere and you really serving me, and if I accept you. I'm going to run your ass through the mud. Go ahead.
It says, what son is whom the Father chastiseth not?
So think about it. If a father, right, a great father, which the scripture says a great father build a foundation for his children, right? So if a great father, say if he had 3 sons, and say that third son, he loved that third son more than he loved the other 2 sons. So guess what? That third son, every move that third son make, he gonna be on him like white on rice. He gonna, everything that he do, it ain't gonna be good enough. Read that again.
It says, Hebrews 12 verse 7 again, if ye endure chastising, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons, for what son is he whom the Lord chastiseth not?
See that? So if the Most High love you, he gonna put you through hell, man. You're gonna find yourself all the time, why me? Why? You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You're gonna watch, I'm telling you. You're gonna find yourself somewhere sitting in a cut or in a hole or whatever, boggling your brain down. What the hell I'm going? The scripture telling us why, man.
That's right.
If you to put your hand to the plow, there is your question answered, man. All right. So if you put your hand to the plow and you sincerely serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you're gonna catch hell, man. Because the Most High is dealing with you as a son. Any father that loves a son, he gonna be on his ass every step that he make, man.
What can I say too? When you read 1 Peter, I think it's 5 and 6. Humble yourself under the hand of the Most High, and He'll exalt you.
Right.
They'll let you know that we gotta catch hell.
That's true,
Matthew 7 and 13.
Yep, that's it.
Straight down. Level of difference.
Hey, the alcohol is more too.
So Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 is at verse 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men,
Right.
yet is their hope full of immortality.
Damn, that's bad.
That's all bad, man.
So right now, man, we're being punished in the sight of men, man. But yet our hope is full of immortality, man. That's really our hope right there, man. All right, to be taken out of this mortal body and be put into an immortal body, man. Right. All right. So that's why right now we're going through the hell in the sight of all these people. They see us out here on the corner shaking, you know, in the wind. You know, it's cold. You know. But yet our hope is full of immortality, man. This is what we out. This is what we out here for, man. Right. Because we're waiting on the reward from Yahweh Shah, man. All right. Now I read on. It says in verse 5, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. Yeah, so that's why again, man, what we going through, man, this ain't shit, man.
That's right.
This is why, man, think about it, man. You got Yahweh Shah being the greatest example of faith, man. Because he had to sacrifice himself for the whole nation of Israel, man. All right? Starting with the elect. So with him knowing what he had to go through, man, for the elect's sake and for Israel, man, what we're doing right now is just light work, man. All right? Even though we out here, we're in the cold, but yet, man, you got to think about it, man. Look, what we're going through right now, Yahweh Shah would be worse.
This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
That's right. That's being in the spirit. All right? Because when you're in the spirit, you're thinking about the kingdom. Right? So when you're thinking about the kingdom, man, everything around you is second nature, man. Everything around you is behind your back, man. You're not even thinking about it, man. Because you got the kingdom in the sight, man. We're right in front of the finish line, man. We're very close to the coming of the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. So everything that we're going through right now, man, is nothing, man. That's why we have the mental capacity to come out here and continue to do this work, man.
That's right.
Even like the option going to earlier is that the chastisement that we're going through, man, you don't even know it, man.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's minuscule, man. All right, compared to the kingdom that we're about to come into, man.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, this is 2 Timothy chapter 4 and 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry.
This is us making full proof of our ministry, man. All right. Being full proof, I mean, something that's full is complete, man. All right? So making that, yep, that's right. Yep. So full proof of the ministry in this laborious work, man.
Yeah.
All right? So if you still got it, actually, you got to do something.
Yeah, I got to do something. This is Proverbs 3 and 11. My son, despise not the chastening of Yahweh, neither be weary of his correction.
That's right, man. And that's what Job knew already, man. He said, look, though he slayed me, yeah, my hope is full in him, man. Why? Because like the August reading said, look, despise not thou not chastening, man. All right, because when you're chastised, man, actually that's why it says, look, you're supposed to take joy when you're chastised, man. All right, because that's why. I mean, think about it, man. We're being chastised of the Lord and we're suffering. Meanwhile, 2/3 of our people are living it up, man.
That's right.
They're living up in their kingdom right now, man. You know, they're not feeling the fire of Yahweh Shah right now, man. All right? Why? Because they receive, like the Al-Shah said, you receive your consolation, man. That's right. All right, you receive your comfort, man. America and Babylon itself and the affliction that you're taking on, man. This captivity. This is your comfort, man. This is your consolation. This is your succor, man. All right. So, but the comfort that we have is how about Shemel Shah, man. Right. And that's why in due time he's gonna show us what he has waiting for us, man. That's right. All right.
For whom Yahweh loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighted.
That's right. And that's and whom the Lord don't chasten, he look at them as bastards, man. That's right. That's right. All right. The Heavenly Father has not claimed you as his own, man. All right. Because you're not enduring the chastisement. All right. And like I was going to, man, said, look, we already know we got it, man. That's right. All right. That's why we're going through the hell that we're going through, man. You know, the rest of the Jake don't have it, man. Because they don't understand what it means to be in this truth, man. All right. They don't understand what it means to actually go through the trials and tribulations of pushing out this word, man. Right. So you actually get out here, man. Right. All right. So that's why they look at us, they look at us sideways, they're thinking that we're crazy, like I just read earlier, was Psalm in the 3rd chapter, man. It says that, though we be punished in the sight of men, man. Actually, we can start a few verses up. Actually, I'm going to believe this, go back to it. It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It said, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. Yeah. Right. So our soul is in the hands of the Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. That's right. All right. So that's why no torment is going to touch us, man. All right. Why? Because the Lord is the one that's putting us through those afflictions, man. Yeah. All right. So we're in His hands right now, man. That's why it says I think it was King David that made that prayer. It says that I'm trying to remember it where it says he will fall into the hands of the Lord. Yep. Rather than deliver to the hands of the Lord. Why? Because the Lord took care of him, man.
All right. Say too, right? Lord healing us if we want it. So God will beat us down, but He'll raise build us back up.
Right. Yep. And that's, again, man, that's why back in this verse it says, and there shall no torment touch them. Verse 2. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die. And their departure is taken from misery. Right. So our departure is taken from misery, man. They think that we're bugged out of our minds, man.
Yeah, you ain't coming to Big Mama house no more on Sunday, so they think we miserable.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We good over here, man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, again, man, I think it's another scripture where it says that they encounter our life madness.
What's it, Solomon 5?
Yep.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon 5 in verse 4. It says we fools have we fools accounting his life as madness.
That's right, man. So it says we fools have accounted his life madness, man. All right. So they even in itself will tell you that they're fools, man. All right. And why? Because they account our life madness, man. They account our lives as being mad. You know. In other words, us bugging out, man. All right.
This is in his end to be without honor.
Right. In our end to be without honor, man. They think that we're just gonna go off and get taken and destroyed, man. All right, but they're gonna get a rude awakening, man. Like we just read it earlier that in Revelation it says that when the Lord calls us to the chariot, our enemies gonna behold us, man. All right. Oh no, this is on.
I got a precept. This Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire.
Actually, start at verse 1.
Gun. This Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
That's right, man. So if you come to serve the Lord, you got to prepare your soul for temptation, man. And that is the trial, man. That's the chastisement, man. All right, the temptations that we go through, man. The trials, all right, the sufferings, all right, being tormented in the flesh, all right, having our minds messed with by these demons, man. All right, that's in itself make any other person go nuts, man.
Yeah, bug out.
Right. They'll bug out, man. Being put into a nut house, man. For the things that we going through, man. That's why the Lord put we have a special spirit within us, man. That's why we've been called to do this, man.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
What you what you said about doing this work, it ain't gonna be nothing to us.
Hey,
It ain't gonna be nothing.
hey, it's not grievous, man. It's not grievous to us, man. This is fun to us, man. I'm here having the time of my life, cold as hell, man. That's it. That's it.
And that's the thing about it, man. Hey, that's why they say, hey, right? They say they count our lives madness, man. So we out here saying, yeah, we having fun, man. We out here, we smiling.
We go through it at the same time. You're going through hell.
That's right. And they don't know. They don't know. They don't know about the hope of y'all about Shimon Shai because we got it, man. This is the good news. All right, this is the gospel, man. We know what's coming down the pipeline, man. That's why we out here. When we smiling, we know what's coming, man. We in the joyful spirit. So that's how it is, man.
Set thy heart aright and content and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last.
That's right, man. So that's there it is, man. So that we be increased at our last, man, at our last end. Okay? So that's why once again it said, look, it said to set your heart aright and continually endure, man. All right? This is what we're enduring, man. All right? And, you know, after all the turmoil that we go through, man, this is endurance, man. All right. So if you know anything about anything, like hey, even the Apostle Paul, man, he accounted everything like boxing, running, you know, running in a race. And when you run in a race, man, that takes endurance, man. All right.
Hey, he came to tent making with sheep hair. The longest sheep hair, man. He got into a good training by sheep tent making. With sheep hair, man. So that's a good trade. You know what I'm saying? And it was at the height at that time. You know what I'm saying? Of that empire, man. The Roman Empire.
And another thing too, hey, Peter, his trade was fishing. And that was a different, man.
That's what these niggas doing, man. That's what these niggas doing. You know, you got America at the brink of war, man, and you got our people running up down the street with these toys, man. You know, you got
Hey, like I mentioned earlier, man, they're not suffering, man. They're not suffering. They're not. The Lord's not chastening them because He hasn't chosen them as sons.
Right. And if I may, that's why niggas join the military so they can have a Hellcat, man.
Right.
And guess what? You cats gonna catch hell, man. Because them missiles gonna come for your ass, man. Iran not playing with y'all, man. Woo.
You gonna catch hell, cat.
That's right. Hey, Iran, they got the support of Russia. Who the support of Russia is? China, man. You know what I'm saying? You talking about these super nations, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the weak will draw them out. What's the scripture? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, have the weak say I am strong,
The weak say
man.
I'm strong.
Let the weak say I'm strong,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? But, the least of the flock should draw them out.
Woo.
And the least of the flock is Iran. Who the least of the flock for America? Israel, man.
That's right.
All right. So the least of the flock should draw them out. Go ahead.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patiently. Oh, Salat. And be patient. Boom. Salat. Let me calm down. And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire.
Hey, the scripture said, be patient. All right, or have patience. Read again.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, regardless of what it is, and that's easier said than done. All right, go ahead.
And be patient when thou art changed
And
to a lower state.
The word patience goes back into what? Suffering. All right, so you got to suffer when you what? Change to a lower state. All right, and we are in the lowest state that we ever been in as a people, man. Here in America, man, being at the bottom of the totem pole, man. So only the elect is going to have patience, and that patience lies in what? Waiting on Yahweh Shai to come and save us, man. Go ahead, up.
For gold is tried in the fire.
Hey, gold is tried in the fire. Give me furnace of affliction. Isaiah. Furnace of affliction.
right here. That's right here. That's right here.
No. I am chosen again in the front of the people.
All right, come on.
But get that in Sirach 2.
I got it right
No,
here.
we get it right here.
I know it's in Sirach 3 too.
Okay.
You get that. Go ahead.
I have chosen you in the front of
Yeah.
Find it.
Start with two.
Right now.
Yeah, start.
For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
All right. So it says what? Like who? Read it one more time. So like it one more time.
For gold is tried in the fire.
So gold and silver in the scriptures represents the elect, man. Because why? The Most High through Yahushua looks at gold and silver as the precious metals. So the Most High through Yahushua looks at the elect as the precious metals. And this is the Most High is comparing the way you take the dross off of gold and silver, and comparing the way that you take the dross off of the elect. Go ahead,
This is the book of Isaiah 48 and verse 10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with the silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction.
That's right. So gold and silver is being chosen or being refined in a furnace, a boiling hot furnace, man, that you send it through. All right, but the elect, read it again.
It's Isaiah 48 and 10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver.
That's right. So I have refined thee, meaning I have cleansed you. All right, I've taken the dross upon you, but not as I do silver, because the Most High runs, or Most High set it up that silver and gold, which are those precious metals, which is compatible to the elect or compared to the elect, is ran through a fiery furnace. And that's how the dross is taken off of it, or the impurities is taken off of it. But we are what?
I have chosen thee.
So the Most High have chosen us, the elect. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. Go ahead.
I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction.
So we are chosen in the furnace of affliction. That's how we are purified. That's how the dross is being taken off of us. Catching hell, man. Suffering. All right? Just like gold and silver goes through the fire, what's that fire for us, man? Afflictions, man.
That's right.
Adversity, man. Sufferings, man. Living in this fucking hellhole called America, man. Being in these imperfect bodies, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Look at this is jumping down to verse 10.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Look at the generations of old and see, did any trust in the Lord?
Yeah, the scripture says, look at the generations of old. All right, such as Stephen or Stephen. Look at Noah. All right, our forefather Noah. Well, Noah was what? Moved by fear, man. All right, and that's why we are out here, because we are moved by fear. All right, fear of what? Reaping death, man. All right, we want Yahushua to deliver us from this second death, man. We're moved by fear. And we also is building the ark, man. You know? Go ahead, Al.
Did any trust in Yahweh?
So the scripture says, look at the generations of old and see that did any trust or any had faith in the Most High through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, and what?
And was confounded.
And was confounded. No one was left naked, man. We're not going to be left naked. All right? Because we have that faith, man. Lord willing, we endure unto the end with that faith. Go ahead.
Or did any abide in his fear?
Or any abide. Abide means to what? Tarry. Or to lodge.
Yep.
Or to be present.
That's it.
In the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Which, once again, we come in the footsteps of Noah. Go ahead.
And was confounded?
And was confounded? No. And the answer to that question is no, man. Noah wasn't confounded. Abraham wasn't confounded. All right? Go ahead.
Or did...
No, it's like if we may add King David, man.
King David wasn't confounded, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. What you want?
If I may, somebody grab show mercy to David.
Yeah, get that. Yeah. What, 2 Samuel?
Yes.
2 Samuel?
Yeah, because you got to think about it, man. There's a scripture where it says, in King David, where it says, I've both been young and old, and I haven't seen the righteous forsaken, man. All right? And that's true, man. All right? He hasn't seen the righteous forsaken, man. And none of his seed left to die, man.
Yeah.
All right? So again, man, hey, that's why, look, you got to have that covering on you, man. All right? And that's why the Lord is not looking for all Israel to this very day, man. He's only looking for the house of David, man, which is the elect. All right? The house of David, man. That's what it's about right now, man. All right?
Hey, bro.
But you,
Zai one.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
You got it.
Isaiah.
Yeah.
I got this. Isaiah 55 verse 3. Incline your ear and come unto me. Here and your soul shall live, and I will make it there that's the covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David.
That's right, man. That's the everlasting covenant, man. The sure mercies of David, man. All right? And that everlasting covenant is what? It's just being shed from these mortal bodies and put on the incorruptible body, man. Going into the new covenant, man. All right? Which we're no longer going to ever go off ever again, man. We are not ever going to transgress the words of Yahweh by Shem Shai, man. Which is the most perfect gift that somebody can give you, man. All right, because through that gift, the new covenant, we're never going to see death anymore.
Right, that's right.
All right, because that's how death comes, man, by transgression of the law, man. All right.
Go ahead.
What you're saying. Isaiah 55 and 3. Incline your ear and come unto me. Here and your soul shall live. And I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David.
Hey, the Spirit brought it back out, man. That confirms it, man. Look, you gotta have the sure mercies of David, man. All right, and that's going to the elect, man. All right, the elect are the ones who have the sure mercies of David, man. In which you gotta look at it, man. King David, hey, look at the acts in which he committed, man. He committed adultery, man. That's a sin of death, man. But the Lord overlooked that, man. All right? So that's, again, man, that's the same mercy that's being put on the elect, man. All right?
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Right, so the Lord is not going to despise you for calling on him, man. That's what he wants, man. All right? And that's why the Lord has called us back into this fold, man, so we can be able to do that, man. All right? That's it on that. I got one more. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 7, and let me start at verse 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which men that is born upon the earth shall fight. That if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. Yep. So that's the condition of the battle, man. You gotta. This is a fight. All right. A fight. This is a fight for your life, man. That's right. All right. This is a fight unto everlasting life. So that's why you gotta endure to the end, man. All right. Which going right what we're talking about. Yeah, we finished with the point right here. Yeah, you got.
Oh, this is Ecclesiastes 51 and 27. Behold with your eyes how that I have had but little labor and have gotten unto me much rest.
Hey, going right back into the scripture you brought out, man. We said, though being a little chastised, all right, we'd be greatly rewarded, man. Right. All right. So we're doing this. So once again, this is light work, but this light work is going to bring much more, man.
It is.
All right. 10-fold, 100-fold, man, 1,000-fold. All right. It is. With that, man, we're going to close out. Go ahead.
So, hey, with that, you know, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
All right, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the men who taught us this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, that's continuing in the faith of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And with that, we want to say Shalom.
Shalom.
To you demons and you fucking monsters.
B-O-A. Yeah, Shalak ran to Ishashua. It's ungodly seed, man.
It's colder than polar bear pussy, man.
Yeah. All right.